for an office near you.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up a whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Why is your garage door the last thing in your house to get an upgrade? You replaced that flowery 1980s sofa with that sleek, sexy model from Sweden. Your new TV's connected to the internet. Your doorbell lets you talk to people. Your watch knows your heart rate. Your car knows how to drive to the cottage. But your garage door looks like an original prop from a Brady Bunch episode. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Your garage door is the single biggest feature on the front of your house. A modern, stylish design can instantly revitalize the look and feel of your home. And an ultra-quiet, belt-drive DC motor and smart home connectivity can revolutionize your garage door experience. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, and we'll give your faithful garage the upgrade it deserves.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Favorite station, preset. Favorite artist, preset. Favorite podcast, preset.
We know you're loving the new preset feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app. See it now, along with even more great features. It's everything you love about your car radio and the palm of your hand.
iHeartRadio.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Fog continues to settle across parts of the area this morning, so be careful for that morning drive. Temperature still in the 60s for most areas. Back near 80, though, for the afternoon hours today. Skies will be mostly sunny once that fog does burn away. There's a chance of a late-day isolated inland shower later on.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword check at realradio921.com. That's check. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
Yes, it is the Penthouse on the day after the big game, baby. How are you feeling today? Ooh, it's tough. I mean, you win some, you lose some, but we took it on the chin yesterday. But we're here today, which is all it's about. We got a lot going on. A lot of SB talk in so many different ways. The game, the halftime show, ticket prices dropping, which were crazy. Who had a worse day, you think? Drake?
Oh, sorry, were you? I didn't mean to interrupt.
Good. I don't care, man. Again, I said, we can lose. It happens.
I said I wanted the Eagles to win.
I know you did. I was going to get to that if you didn't interrupt me. I was going to say.
You're just like, we.
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Franny wants to be isolated by herself. So Franny won the game. I lost.
Oh, yeah, not isolated. Just we all had our own picks here.
Yes. I had the Chiefs. Everybody knows it. The over on my text messages was over 200. I think 212.
Oh, really? I didn't text you. I left it alone because I knew you'd be inundated. Even today, normally, I was like, this is going to be a quiet one. You were very quiet this morning.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You're working. You're busy.
Okay.
You got to do that big show. It is. Was it Penthouse? It is the Penthouse.
You almost call us the Love Doctors? Oh, locker room?
Yeah. It is the Penthouse the day after, but we're here. We're alive. We didn't call in sick like a lot of people. But again, it was. If you put a Super Bowl commercial in the second half, you're not happy. You're definitely not happy because people were just already gone and went home. But yeah, we'll talk about so many things: the halftime show, the commercials, the whole thing with the halftime, and just so many different things. That Brady had a $750,000 watch on. I mean, just unbelievable.
I love it. I was like, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, I saw that thing. I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah, you could. I mean, Stevie Wonder could see
Really?
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't pay any attention to his watch.
Serena Williams was in it.
Uh-huh.
A lot of different things. We'll talk about all of it if you guys have any opinion.
My buddy actually choreographed her. So,
Really?
Yeah, what she did there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any opinion on the game or want to call us or just say, Greek, you had the Chiefs. What happened? There was a lot of text messages up to like 11, 12 o'clock. Like, what happened? What do you mean? I mean, you watched the game. We got our ass kicked.
Exactly.
I mean, what do you think would happen?
What do you think? Like, you are Oz? Like, you're so powerful that you created what happened? Like, what?
I was at a light going home last night about 12:30, and these two guys say, no. Pull down their window, and they're just shaking their head looking at me. I'm like, are you kidding me?
You're getting it everywhere,
I'm
huh?
like, Greek. I'm like, dude, stop. Like, my God.
Brandon, he walked in. I go, oh, gee, man, you look pretty good for getting your ass kicked.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything, but like, I don't see any steak. Or
Yeah, where's the steak at?
Steak and champagne.
No celebration.
I know.
Dominic, good morning. How are you, sir?
All right, how you doing, man?
I'm good. At least the game went over, which was a good thing. And the only winner of the Penthouse today is Francis, who had the Eagles. Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning. What's going on?
So you guys can get involved. Give us a call at 877-927-6969. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142. So what were your thoughts on first the actual game, Dom?
Oh, I thought it was a blowout. I mean, of course, it was two interceptions. You know.
3rd and 16. Mahomes rolling out, looking, firing, intercepted, picked up by Cooper DeJean, gets a block. DeJean is in, touchdown. Now see how they respond. Brandon Graham.
Yeah.
Then he got picked off at the 10.
Again, yeah. It was just pick off. It was just oof.
And they got sacked
a lot.
Yeah.
24-0.
Oh
I
feel like he was
looking
on
good.
his ass more than his feet.
He was on his ass more than most hookers last night. I've always said, you can pay your rent on your ass. You can't throw pass.
Yeah.
Kelsey looked pretty down. But this is the same way they lost the Super Bowl a couple years ago to Tampa. He got crushed.
How many did Kelsey have a catch in the first half?
No,
I don't think he did.
They in the first half they had 23 yards.
Yeah.
They got one first down.
He started getting momentum the last 5 minutes.
It didn't count. It was good for the over. Like I said, thank God that came in. But they took
the one meme is going around where it's just Mahomes, his pouty face. Have you seen that going everywhere?
Yeah.
He's just got this sad pouty face. It's all over the place.
Yeah, you won't hear anything more about him as being a GOAT with Brady. Brady was happy yesterday doing the game. Because when it was a blowout, everybody kept thinking, Brady's doing a game. Maybe they're going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you heard a lot of that, like on social media, everywhere I was. But, this is going to be the same way, this and that. But no, to no avail.
It's like, I don't know why I stayed awake for the whole thing because I didn't. The game was over, but I did. I stayed, and then I stayed awake a little bit later. And obviously, I had to be at work super early in the morning. But I just, even though I knew the game was over, I was still glued to it. I watched the whole thing.
It's cool.
Yeah.
They missed the 2-point conversion at one time.
Yep.
And we were in a big pool, a bunch of us. And if that came in, we would have really cashed out. I didn't know until after they missed, thank God, because I'm glad I didn't know when the play was going on, because there would have been like, oh my God. But yeah, the commercials, I don't know.
I was a bit underwhelmed.
Yeah, it wasn't like I don't know. They seem like they're losing a little. I don't know. Maybe you need bigger stars or better chemistry.
But they had a bunch of huge stars. That was it. It was celebrities everywhere. I just think I was underwhelmed. There was a few that really stood out. I did like the sloth one, which was the Case of the Mondays. That one was fun. I liked the seal one, which was very odd. Mountain Dew, that was weird.
I can't believe you agreed to that.
I was so weird, but I loved it. And I liked the one, it was Little Caesars with Eugene Levy, because I love Eugene Levy, and he's known for those big, bold eyebrows.
Oh, yeah.
And they just but then I'm going, do the people who wrote the Little Caesars one, did they write the Pringles one too?
Yep, because of the mustache.
Because the mustache just flew away, and I was like, it was very weird that they were similar commercials,
Maybe.
and that one was with Nick Offerman, James Harden, and Andy Reid. Yeah, so they were very, very similar. So there were some good ones in there, but nothing that was like, man, that was the best one I've seen in a long time.
There was one more that I liked that had Vin Diesel in it, and it was like a Haagen-Dazs commercial.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
Wasn't he with the girl?
Yeah, he was with the girl, and they were just driving, and then all of a sudden he just started eating ice cream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I missed that one.
I didn't
must
see
have
that
stepped away.
Yeah, I must have stepped away too on that one. So if you bought a commercial in the second half,
that was in the second half.
Yeah, people were just tuning out. Ticket prices kept dropping. Which was, if you're out there, was good. And it seemed like it was more of an Eagle crowd than a Chief crowd.
Oh, they said that.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially when
even
they
during
got
the broadcast, yeah.
Even when they got introduced, it seemed they were booing them. You didn't see Taylor Swift a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Well, because Kelsey didn't make any plays.
Yeah, and that's what I said to everybody. I said, because there was a lot of props about it. If Kelsey didn't have a good game, not only Kelsey, but the Chiefs, I said, they're not going to show her.
There was also props for like Trump. They didn't show Trump a lot.
Just once, I thought.
Yeah,
I only
right
saw
in the
once.
beginning, pregame, they did.
Yeah, I don't know how long that interview was on Fox, because that was a big one. And
I
then
saw Paul McCartney more than I saw them two.
Yeah.
They showed Paul a few times.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler.
There was a big prop yesterday going around. It was Taylor Swift going to be halftime show, and that was 8-1, and that was getting a lot of traction with people, like a rumor that started, but obviously she didn't do it.
They are featured, her and Kendrick Lamar, a song together, but it was, she got booed, and I know everybody saw that, and I got to find the tweet, but then, of course, when our president, they show him, everybody's cheering, and so, of course, he had to do a dig after the game about her getting booed and him not on his social media platform. Oh, yeah, he did.
Really?
But she looked shocked. She was just like, why is people, because they were Eagles fans, of course.
Yeah, yeah, they don't have anything to do. But again, there was no bad calls at all, so that was it. I mean, the Chiefs had way more penalties. They kept making penalties, offsides, pass interference, holding. I mean, it was brutal. The roughing, they had a second 27, but they lost. I mean, that's it. There's nothing you can say. They got their ass kicked. So hats off to the Eagle organization, the Eagles, and all the Eagle fans.
They even did the Gatorade shower with 3 minutes left of the game.
Yeah, and that was what, yellow?
Yellow.
It was like a yellow-green is what they said, yeah. So if you did one of those, they said that. And I don't know if you pick a yellow or green. Were they both options?
I think there's yellow, blue, and red.
Okay, so yeah.
I think
so if you picked yellow.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe there's green too. I thought there was just yellow, green, and red.
That's what they were saying. It was yellow, green, but I'm not 100%.
I was down to Hard Rock early in the morning yesterday for a while, banging around. A lot of excitement at the place, really was. And a lot of Eagle fans being very, what they're out there. Eagles, Eagles. I didn't even have any Chiefs stuff, and people were going, Chiefs suck. I'm like, whoa, man, I don't even have any Eagles.
It's on your forehead, man. Come on.
Chiefs.
I mean, statistically, right? Mahomes had more passing yards and more touchdowns than Jalen Hurts, but it all was, garbage time at that time. So they said, I think he passed for 257, and he had 3 touchdowns, which Jalen Hurts was the MVP. He's the quarterback for the Eagles. He threw 221 yards, I read.
Yeah, he went over. Barkley's over didn't come in, and everybody seemed to have that. Barkley didn't score.
For a touchdown, yep.
Yeah, he didn't score. Worthy, we gave you that. And that was good. And then he scored 2 touchdowns. Smith, he went over. Over came in. It was just a game. I mean, what are you going to do? I said to my buddy last night, I said, if you took them all separately, you were in good shape. But one of my buddies was sitting next to me. We were at New York Prime for a little while. He goes, man, these texts don't stop. He goes, and some of them are mean. I said, yeah, people get a little antsy.
All I texted G is, uh-oh.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
I was like, I'll add one more.
I'm good.
Yep, I'll add one text to it. Uh-oh.
I just didn't want
I said, well, you texted me in the first quarter, I think. Or
yeah, it was like 17-0. It was like, uh-oh.
I said it's early because, you don't know what's going to happen. At that point, anything was possible. Brady didn't get that crush on social media. I thought he did a good job. He told a lot of Super Bowl stories what people found interesting.
Yep.
He did a lot of different things, talked about it, and he said, which is true, on a lot of things in life. He goes, you remember the losses more than the wins. He said that. He goes, when we lost to the Giants, it was one of the worst feelings I had for months. And they could have been 19-0 at the time, went down in history, obviously. But he was 7-3. But now Mahomes is 3-2. So
he also talked about how his first time he wasn't as nervous as the time in Tampa, his last time in the Super Bowl. He was so much more nervous. He said he couldn't sleep that night.
Yeah, and I think it was a lot of pressure on him. More so. Not that there's so much pressure every game and every Super Bowl, but he was alone. He wasn't with Belichick, and I think drove him like, I want to win on my own. You know what I mean? And I think that had something to do with it, probably.
Speaking of Belichick, he was obviously in that Dunkin' Donuts commercial. If you watched that, underwhelmed for that too.
His girlfriend was in there too, right?
I know she was, and Ben Affleck, obviously, his brother Casey Affleck were in it. I even think, help me, Jay and Silent Bob. What's his name? He was in it too. I'll think of it. People are probably texting right now. It's like something Smith. Jay and Silent Bob, you never watched it? He's director,
the kid who was in the coffee?
Writer. Yeah, he's in this. No, that wasn't it. Maybe, but I'll double check. But they did have a lot of stars. It was surprising to see Belichick's girlfriend in it.
Yeah.
But point being, I don't think it was good as the past couple years. Dunkin' commercial. Kevin Smith, thank you.
What I thought with the Dunkin' commercials, they did that last year with the jumpsuits, and they brought it back. Like the same thing. I thought the one where he worked there last year with J-Lo was great. I always said that when she caught him. And the jumpsuits was cool last year. But
where they were turned into a boy band. It was funny.
Yeah.
To me, a bit more funny than what they did this time.
Yeah, and it was the same concept. I mean, that's the whole thing. But there was really none. But yeah, I was watching it. Was that Belichick's girlfriend?
Who was the person who, I'm not sure. It wasn't, so Kevin Smith wasn't in it. You can tell because it's him and the guy who plays Jay and Silent Bob. They look like their characters. But who was the person that was in the coffee?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
You couldn't tell. I don't know who it was. If you know who was in the coffee, calls. 877-927-6969. Franny, how many people called in work sick today?
A lot. Well, obviously, I don't know the exact numbers, but what they're saying, it's about 23 million. 22.6, in fact, is a number that they put out there. They're saying 22.6 million people missing work today. And a lot of them, they got the number because they got an estimate because they did see that a lot of them were planned.
Yes.
Work days that they were going to miss.
And it should be.
And they said that breaks a previous record of 18.8 million from 2023, right? So if you woke up this morning and you pulled yourself together and forced yourself to work, good for you, because a lot of people did it.
Now, do you think because it was a blowout, some people were going to take off, maybe like, Like a lot of people went home early that I was around, the places I was out there, like third quarter, like I'm going home.
And maybe decided I might as well just not use this day.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I know I stayed home. I had friends who had a big party, and I just, at that time, I knew I had to be here early and not just that. It was 50 people, and I know them. And when you go to their house, it's shots galore and drinking, and I was just like, I can't do this on a Sunday. And I'm glad I didn't, because I texted one of my friends who was there, and she was like, we partied till 3 in the morning. And I'm like, thank God. And it was a Chiefs house, so I'm sure there was a lot of cursing going on there too. But they do say this. That's up from, as I mentioned, 18.8 million last year. So that was a record. 2023, 18.8. Last year, it was only 16.1 million. So we're talking over 6 million more this year than last year.
Great job, America.
They said there may have been even more no-shows than that, because this was just people who planned.
Yeah.
This is just the number of people who planned to stay home.
That could be even higher.
Oh, 100%. You know it. There were probably more who decided at the last minute not to go in. And they said on top of that, another 12.9 million employees said that they planned to go in late at least. So I guess had it like, hey, I'm just going to do a half day or whatever.
We're going
after the big game. Yep.
Dom, did you want to call and say?
No. I was fine. I was actually more drunk at 11 a.m. yesterday than I was at 11 p.m.
Nice. What were you
rested
golfing? I was golfing, but at 11 a.m. I was already.
So when you're golfing, you're drinking?
Yeah. When I was matters who I'm playing with.
Do you ever worry about like hitting somebody with a golf ball because you're smacked or no?
No.
No, are you blown out too or just drunk?
Oh yeah. We're enjoying a little bit of that too.
Okay, nice. Wait a minute. I love your style. How was your game yesterday?
Not bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like some people always say whenever they're blown out, you've heard, I don't know if you know, but pitchers in baseball and sports says they're like drunk. Wells threw a no-hitter. He was drunk, supposedly. I mean, other guys.
Loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, just like crazy. That you would think, I would think, that would totally take you off your game. But maybe you're more relaxed.
Exactly.
I mean, you're just like, you know what? I go out there, whatever I do, I do.
Exactly. Yep. Whatever happens. It's like in the beginning you care so much, and then it could all go downhill so quick. So just like have a drink, enjoy, let it be.
I think a lot of people drink out there while they play golf. That's why they have cart girls.
No, I know that, but I mean, he said he was drunk. So, I mean, to be smacked is a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, we made sure to drink. By the 9th hole, I was pretty gone.
Toasty?
Yeah, and then after that, just enjoyed it.
Good. It says at 47142. That's a text line. We already got a few texts that came in. It says, that's funny. Greek says there were no bad calls. Meanwhile, the first flag of the game was a terrible one in favor of the Chiefs' pass interference on a huge pass. And then
I don't think so.
And
I don't agree with that.
We have, hey, Franny, how'd you do on your parlay? I had a 3-way parlay, points 51 or under, Eagles to win with even number and odd number for Chiefs. So I didn't pay attention to my parlay. My husband is one who looks all the time to see how it's going. He did not win any. So this morning, I like to see in the morning, hey, did I win? Because I forgot. I put it in a couple weeks ago. And I lost.
But you had the Eagles.
So I woke up. Well, no, but I did a part because I didn't do any to win or anything like that. I just did a few player props and stuff. But I did not win my parlay, just so you know. And then we have on the Dunkin' Donuts commercial, that was Ben Affleck's brother. But that's not because Ben Affleck's brother was next to him.
Yeah, with the pink hat.
Yes, I was trying to figure. That's Casey Affleck. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who the dude was that came out of the coffee.
Yeah,
it could have been a nobody. Who knows? But that's a person.
That should have been Belichick
coming out of the coffee,
or his girlfriend.
Yeah,
I thought that was it. But like I said, when I saw, I said I wasn't sure. I go, is that Belichick's girlfriend? I'm like, wow. She's parlaying this into some good stuff.
Right?
It is the Penthouse on a Monday after the big game. We'll get into so much more. The commercials, the game, halftime show. What did you think? If you guys want to get involved in anything, give us a call at 877-927-6969. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Did you know in certain countries, for one in the Netherlands, if you are disabled, they give you a budget to hire prostitutes to have sex with you if you're a disabled person.
Do you have to be a citizen?
You're asking for a friend?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you or a loved one suffered from nursing home abuse? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
95 and the Turnpike currently accident-free so far, flowing freely. We do have a surface road accident on Australian Avenue at Worthington Road. Avoid that area. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Less than 1 month until spring training returns to Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Tickets, groups, mini plans, birthdays, VIP experiences, and more are all on sale now. Visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com or stop by the ticket office today. We can't wait to see you at the ballpark.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe Palm Beach. 7 days a week, that's where the beautiful ladies are. And on Friday night, guess what? Fantasy Friday. Stop in. The girls at Monroe's will make your fantasies become a reality. A 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a great music scene. You can't beat Monroe's. It's the ingredient to a perfect night. And if you like sports, it's a perfect place to watch a game. Because if your team wins or loses, it doesn't matter. You're with a Monroe lady, and you're always in the winner's circle. Monroe's Palm Beach, where all the beautiful girls are. Peace.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, Bike Shop.
Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up the whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
My name is Kyle Tequila, host of the shocking new true crime podcast, Crook County.
I got recruited into the mob when I was 17 years old.
People are dying. Is he doing this every night?
Kenny was a Chicago firefighter who lived a secret double life as a mafia hitman.
I had a wife and I had 2 children. Nobody knew anything.
He was a crazy man. He was my father, and I had no idea about any of this until now. Listen to Crook County on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Crook County to start listening.
Lowe's knows how to help you get the most out of your store run. That's why members save more with MyLowe's Rewards. Earn points towards MyLowe's money on eligible purchases. Get access to member-only deals and free member gifts. Plus, unlock free standard shipping when you reach Silver Key status. So what are you waiting for? Join for free today. Lowe's. We help. You save. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Our financial system is cracking under pressure. Your retirement is at risk. Take control now. Lear Capital is offering a free Sky High Silver Report and Precious Metals IRA guide at BetterNestEgg.com. Don't leave your future to chance. Go to BetterNestEgg.com.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Fog continues to settle across parts of the area this morning, so be careful for that morning drive. Temperature still in the 60s for most areas. Back near 80, though, for the afternoon hours today. Skies will be mostly sunny once that fog does burn away. There's the chance of a late-day isolated inland shower later on.
This report is sponsored by Lear Capital.
Our financial system is cracking under pressure. Your retirement is at risk. Take control now. Lear Capital is offering a free Sky High Silver Report and Precious Metals IRA guide at betternestegg.com. Don't leave your future to chance. Go to betternestegg.com.
In a world where every second counts,
bird flu is spreading nationwide, driving up egg prices.
iHeartRadio has one podcast that keeps you informed. 24/7 News, the latest. Today's latest news every hour in just 4 minutes.
Rex Heuermann's case is being adjourned again.
Be the first to know.
President Trump has sent a loud and clear message.
iHeartRadio's 24/7 News, the latest. Open the free iHeart app and listen now.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored to you by Pillar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is Real Radio on a Monday, 921 Real Radio. You guys can listen to Rover for the keyword and get a chance to win $1,000. You might need it if you had the Chiefs yesterday. And maybe you need it just to spend some money on your love. Don't forget, the day of love is Friday, by the way. I got to pick up 2 dozen roses, one for Franny, one for Dom.
So sweet of you.
I might get you pink, though. Dom, good morning, buddy. How are you?
All right, G-Man. How's it going?
It's awesome, buddy. Awesome. Franny's here.
What's uppers?
And it's time for this day in history in the Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
We are at home of the Gators, and yet on Saturday they had a big win in college baskets. They beat number 1 Auburn, getting 9 or 10 points, and they won game outright going away. So hats off to the Gators. Watch them in the madness. Before you know it, it'll be Selection Sunday, and March Madness will be going on. So watch out for them. Great game by the Gators. The SEC is a great conference this year with Auburn and Alabama and Tennessee and the Gators. But big game for the Gators. Saturday night, we gave away tickets to the Panthers as they beat the Senators 5-1. Hats off to them. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers, it looks like it's done. The new coach met with him.
They broke up?
They broke up, and I think he said sayonara to him. I'm surprised. I thought they were going to bring him back.
Interesting. So it was not a Rodgers decision, huh?
No, supposedly it was the Jets, and so he's a free agent. I don't know if he wants.
Do you think he goes anywhere?
I think he may. I do. I don't think he wants to end his career the way it ended with the Jets.
Do you think people want him still?
Somebody might.
Okay.
Some team might. I don't know. I thought, you know,
there's coming out Aaron Rodgers reports, but it's all, of course, it's just rumor mill because it's just happened. But I think that some of like the Cowboys might take him.
I don't know. I never heard Cowboys, but who knows? I think of Rodgers, it's more, you know, he played okay this year, but the Jets weren't a good team, and he had some good stats, but he was still coming back from the injury. But I think all the drama he brings now is a little bit of a pain in the ass, and his political thoughts and all this stuff that he has. I mean, I don't know, maybe teams, it's like Tebow. They didn't want to get involved. Some teams stayed away from Tebow because of their religion. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, they also, right? I mean, we mentioned that he kind of just did his own thing. When they were supposed to be at practice or training, he wasn't. He
missed that day, yeah. Yeah. And that's part of it. He brings a lot of drama right now. You know, then he's doing the show every week and all that other stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I do think there might be a team, if he wants to play, that picks him up. And, of course, the big news is Super Bowl 59. The odds came out last night at 12 o'clock. They always do in Vegas. And one casino had the Chiefs being favored. One had the Eagles. And then you got Detroit, Buffalo, Ravens, same teams basically. So we'll see what happens. But Hurts played a very good game. Hats off to him. Nice career. Big story with him when he got replaced in the championship game. Then went to Oklahoma. And everybody rides him a little. But he played great. And he really did. Played a very good game. Definitely deserved the MVP. So hats off to Hurts and Eagles. And it was good that nobody really got hurt last night in the parade. Not parade, the celebration.
They did light some things on fire, though.
Yeah. We can't ask for everything, Franny.
There was definitely things on fire. There was definitely people climbing on poles. There was, it's crazy how they celebrate over there.
You would think the poll would stop after last week somebody lost their life.
You would think.
I almost thought that they should have, fenced the poles.
Well, they were greasing them that one year right?
Yeah, this year when it happened, last week.
I know, the young kid.
Yeah, I mean, you would think they maybe might do something. Man, you just can't go on the polls, but they didn't do that. But yeah, hats off to the Eagles. And this afternoon, if you're an Eagle fan, you want to see Hurts, he's going to be in Disney. So you can check him out. 2:30, I think, is his parade. Joe Malcolm reported that from WJNO.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see what happens. Greek's Trifecta, sponsored by Plar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. And Deerfield Beach and the Cove Shopping Plaza. I might have to go there this afternoon just to put a smile on my face. Now over to Franny for this day in history.
On this day in history.
All right, here we go. Back in the day on February 10th, 179 years ago in 1846, the Mormons began their exodus from Illinois to Utah. So it was a really long bike ride for them to get there. 162 years ago in 1863, P.T. Barnum staged the wedding of General Tom Thumb and Mercy Lavinia Warren in New York City. The tiny couple stood on a piano to greet their guest. They said, little people like to get it on, too, I don't want to think about that. They said 47 years ago in 1978, Van Halen's self-titled debut album was released. It contains the Monster Jams, You Really Got Me, I'm Running with the Devil, Jamie's Crying, and Ain't Talking About Love. 38 years ago, 1987, the Surgeon General C. Everett Koop told a House panel he supported TV ads for prophylactics because of the health threat posed upon AIDS. 33 years ago, 1992, Mike Tyson was convicted of rape. The woman's name was Desiree Washington. She was a Miss America contestant. 32 years ago in 1993, Michael Jackson dispelled the, quote, god-awful rumors, including bleaching my skin, in a 90-minute TV interview with Oprah. He said his whiteness was caused by a disorder that destroys skin pigment called, I'm going to mess this up, vitiligo, I think. He also admitted that he had minor plastic surgery only once on his nose. I don't think we all believe that. 90 million people tuned in, making the program the fourth most watched show in America, excluding Super Bowls.
Kardashians say the same thing. Little work.
I'm minor, and only one time on my nose.
In and out. I was there.
There was a point where it looked like his nose was going to fall off.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
Jeez. Let's see. 29 years ago, hopefully I'm not messing up your name, 96, Garry Kasparov, arguably the greatest chess player of all time. Do you know him?
No, not familiar.
Was defeated by IBM supercomputer Deep Blue. 28 years ago, 1997, Blur released their their self-titled fifth album with Song 2. 25 years ago, this guy, you may not know the name, but his name was Jim Varney, 2000. Very young, 50 years old, died of cancer. So, the way he may know him is, remember the Ernest movies? He starred in 14 Ernest movies and was Slinky Dog's voice in the Toy Story and Toy Story 2, if you're familiar with those. 21 years ago, 2004, he released a very weird commercial yesterday with his iPhone. Kanye West released his debut album, The College Dropout, featuring Jesus Walks and All Falls Down. 17 years ago, 2008, Jaws star Roy Scheider died of cancer at the age of 75. 17 years ago, same year, Amy Winehouse won 5 Grammys, including Best New Artist, Album of the Year, and that was for Back to Black and Song of the Year with Rehab. They said actually Kanye was the next big winner with 4 awards that year. In 2014, legendary child star Shirley Temple died at the age of 85. And then finally here, if you're a fan of the band, at 2017, Maroon 5 singer Adam Levine got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And that's what happened this day in history, February 10th.
Thank you, Franny. Great job. We do it once a show to reflect on the day we're actually in. Dominic, who do you have on the hold?
We have Toot on the phone.
What's up, Toot?
Kiddo, give me cocoa.
Excuse me?
I said, Tito, give me cocoa.
Cheeto, get me. Oh, you're doing Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay.
After his surgery. Give me cocoa, you little monkey.
Oh, after his surgery. Okay.
You confused us for a second, too. We're all looking at each other like, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah, I tell you.
I thought I got you guys dumped on it. You're like, huh?
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, because he always went to Coco. Coco was
his chimp
service animal. Yeah. Tito, give me Coco. But good morning, G-Man.
What's up, buddy?
Good morning, Dom.
Good morning.
Buenos dias, mi amor.
Buenos dias. What's going on?
All right. Hey, Dom, how's your wallet feeling today?
I'm not too bad. I'm only down like 50 from yesterday, so not too bad.
Oh, that's nothing. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
No,
Compared to G-Man, I mean.
That was I crashed out at halftime.
A lot of people did.
And then ended up waking at the end of the game. I was like, wow, man.
Well, they were getting their ass kicked at half, so.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I wasn't rooting for neither one. I mean, the Dolphins were on our own cloud 9 with the undefeated. Now, if KC would have gotten their three-peat, they would have been in our cloud. But Philadelphia got them from that. So I was like, yay. Because it's one hell of a view from up here down there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The Chiefs will be back. They'll be back next year. I mean, they'll be fine.
My homes, I don't know what happened to my homie, man. He was just...
He got pressured all night. The Eagles have a very good defense.
His line was not working.
Yeah,
His line was not working.
No. I was surprised they didn't make some adjustments and start rolling them out. But they seemed to come out flat. They really did. Even in the first series, they only had one first down for a long. They only had 23 yards in the first half. So
yeah, and I think that was all his.
Yeah, he threw one pass to Juju, and that was it. Then Kelsey dropped a couple passes that holding play. They didn't get good field position. The Eagles just played better yesterday. That's it. Simple truth. There's nothing else to say.
They went in. They went in with, we're going to kick your ass.
And they did.
How they went in.
Yeah, they did.
And they did. And how many times was the camera on Taylor Swift?
Not that much.
Not that much.
2 times, if that.
Yeah.
Right? Because everybody was like, oh, yeah, she's got all her fans watching Super Bowl now because of, Kelsey and Taylor.
I mean, she really does. She has helped the NFL. They even have numbers saying how many more people are watching because of her.
They said that the NFL's made over $1 billion.
Just off of her alone.
Yeah.
But I think they only showed her, like you said, max 2. I only saw her once.
Yeah.
And it's because we mentioned it earlier, too. Travis Kelsey didn't have a great game. If he had a better game, we probably would have seen more Taylor Swift.
And she wasn't, the one article I read, she looked down, which is normal. Her team, her boyfriend's getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And there was really nothing to show. Like, she's just sitting there like this.
Mm-hmm. I think she left early, too.
Yeah. I mean, watching the game yesterday, wherever I was, the Eagle fans were going crazy. Chief fans, what are you doing? You had nothing to cheer about. I mean, there wasn't even a glimpse of hope after the first half. And then halftime, you were like, we're done.
Did you see them all sitting on the bench? They were just all focused on the Jumbotron, and there was no emotion. It was just...
Yeah, well, they're getting their ass kicked, too. I mean, when you lose...
It was just...
It's not great. It's not a great feeling, especially in a Super Bowl, the biggest stage, and they were going for the three-peat. And again, you lose, it sucks, but to lose the way they did, it was bad.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I was like, was this game set up?
No, the Eagles just played better.
But that conspiracy theory was going around social media.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. And people thought it was.
Yeah, going into halftime with 0 on the board.
It was crazy.
A
couple drop passes. I mean, just Eagles played better. That's all you could say.
Hit him in a bad spot, right in the hand.
Yeah, no. Hopkins dropped one. Kelsey dropped one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and he was throwing them. They just were not catching them. And like I said, his offensive line, they weren't treating them kindly at all.
No, they were not good yesterday. They got beat up pretty bad.
Yeah.
And the Eagles never even blitzed. It was just their 4.
No. Those guys, man, you see them jumping and hooting around. They're like, yeah, we got this.
Yeah, they were jacked up.
That kind of momentum.
Yeah.
if you got that kind of momentum, you keep it. And what they do, they kept it. And so the story goes.
That's it, too. Till next year.
Yes, sir. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Call and say love you guys, and let's go Dolphins. Still on our own cloud.
All right. You have a good day, Jude. Stay out of trouble.
Bye, too.
You too, guys.
So I had briefly mentioned that our president mocks Taylor Swift briefly. So, he's got his own social media called Truth Social.
Mm-hmm.
So after the game, he credited followers of MAGA movement for the boos. And I don't think that was the case. I think it's because the stadium was full of Eagle fans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so, but he mocked her and the team in a post that he put up right after he left. And he said on there, the only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving, is what he put on there. And I honestly I think it's just because it was a bunch of Eagles fans in there that were booing her.
Yeah.
I don't think it had anything to do with politics.
I don't think so. They just don't like her because she has something to do with the Kansas City. I think the worst night was the Chiefs, some Mahomes, and Drake was right behind.
Oh, yeah. I think Drake had the worst night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not aware, and I know people hit or miss, listen, I was okay with Kendrick Lamar. I thought it was a good show. Was it the best ever? No, not even close. But he's a true artist. A lot of people may not be into that kind of music. And I did all over social media. I mean, people are just bashing the halftime show. They didn't understand it, this and that.
Yeah.
I was okay with it. Actually, when it was done, my husband and I looked at each other. We're like, that was pretty good. But good is what we would grade it. I'd probably give it maybe like a B- or C+. So nothing crazy, but good enough. I wouldn't give it as much hate as people are getting. Just because it's not your style of music doesn't mean it's not a good form of artistry and what he does. But if you did notice, there was that one song that, is he going to do it? Is he not going to do it? Is he going to do it? I hope he doesn't do it. And they even teased it during his halftime show.
I want to perform their favorite song, but they love the sue.
Oh.
That tease?
Yep, that one.
That's the one Serena was dancing, right?
Yeah, so if people are like, well, why? And there was a point where I look, and I was like, is that Serena Williams?
Mm-hmm.
And they show her again, and Matt was like, yeah, that is Serena. So what people don't know, she was placed there on purpose because she used to date Drake. So that was another shot.
Yeah.
That was another diss.
And they had a lot of bad blood.
Yes.
Very bad.
So that's why she was there. But they showed her a little bit.
She looked great.
She did look great. This dude, Sean Green, he's a local dude, choreographer, fantastic, really great choreographer. But he actually choreographed her for that performance.
What about this?
Salutations!
Samuel L. Jackson.
That guy's everywhere.
And this
He was in our lobby this morning.
That guy's on everything. Yep. Yeah, no, he's on everything. But you heard not even Samuel L. Jackson could have helped that performance or whatever. It is what it is. Everybody has their own taste in music. I think a lot of people are, and I heard this, they were like, we need more country artists, more rock. So you're going to have your own preference on what you like to listen to and performances that you like. I think that, I think it was better than, who was it, The Weeknd, to be honest with you. And a lot of people didn't give that guy that much crap. I mean, they said his performance wasn't, was it The Weeknd, right?
Yeah, he got crushed.
Yeah, he got crushed.
Yeah, he did. He did. But again, that's not, when you're putting people on like this, that's not the whole demographic, the main demographic for the audience of the NFL. It's just not.
Yeah, but they're bringing in a new demographic too, like what Taylor Swift is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I do understand that, but that, like, let's say you do put a country artist, then you're also, that's not the main demographic for everybody there either.
But
we're not all going to like the same thing.
No, not at all. But I think the country thing would be more so for the demographic. And I think the biggest thing with Lamar was, is he going to do that song?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's really popular. And like they said, whose career is worse shape? Drake? Like, does he have a career after this? It's amazing. This one song came out and so many people took notice to it, didn't even know what was going on. I mean, like, what's going on? Why is there a beef? The whole thing.
And he took out some of the things, like in the song, he straight up calls him
much.
a pedophile. He does.
That's bad.
And so he took it out, but he still knows that's his diss track.
Yeah.
47142. You can text us about anything, including a lot of Super Bowl talk. Let us know what you thought about it, what you thought about the halftime show, what was your favorite commercials. Somebody wants us to, hey, let's change Greek's name to Three-Pete. Thanks to him, I'm living in a van down by the river. Thanks, Petey. No.
What about all the winners, bitch?
No.
What about Ohio State, huh? God, so unbelievable. How about 2 weeks ago we gave you 4 winners on Sunday? Oh, my God.
See, like somebody here didn't like Kendrick Lamar, Tony Lumaguy. Here, William Shatner could have talked his way through that Kendrick Lamar song better than Kendrick Lamar. So, see, not everybody's going to like it.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get that with all the halftime shows. I mean, I knew going in it wasn't going to be great. I just did. Not the show that people were not going to like it. You could tell. What was on his jacket, though? What was the word?
I don't know. I couldn't remember. I was like, does it say Florida?
That's what everybody thought.
It doesn't, though.
It didn't.
I have to look. Somebody says for the halftime show, if you know the backstory, it was the most savage diss on the largest possible stage. Somebody texts. So I'm not sure. I was trying to figure it out, too.
I mean, I'm sure when Drake was watching, he was flipping out.
He said he wasn't going to watch it.
Oh, yeah, he watched it.
I mean, there was flags going around on the field that said A minor, just trying to put it way out there more that, Drake is a pedophile.
Oh, yeah. They said those like little things that you had to pay attention to that he was putting in there.
And then when he saw her dancing, he was probably like, that's it.
I mean, they already had beef. This is gonna make it explode.
Yeah, it really is. But I thought she did a great job. I really did. I thought Serena did a great job dancing. She looked great. She danced good. It was great. I mean, that was where I heard more people be like, hey, that was really cool. But again.
So it said in big letters across the front, his jacket read Gloria. And they said it's a parent reference to his song with SZA, who was a female artist who was there performing with him.
Okay.
That's what they're saying.
Okay. Which is awesome. Again, it's the NFL. Jay-Z runs all that. He handles all the halftime show.
He was there.
Yeah, of course he was. He was there with his wife and his daughter. Paul McCartney was there.
Yeah.
Well, all the stars were there. Yeah. But when the
Bradley Cooper introduced the Eagles and John Hamm, the Chiefs.
Yeah, but when Cooper, everybody thought, that's not his son.
No, I think it was just a major Eagles fan.
Yeah, because he has a little girl. Yeah. I know that. Because people were like, oh, that must be his son. I was like,
not.
No, it's just some kid. But again, hats off to the Eagles. They won. They kicked the Chiefs' ass. They really did. There's nothing else you could say about the game. Just they played great. Their defense showed up, and the Chiefs are not ready. The Chiefs should have definitely made some adjustments. There's no doubt about it, but they didn't.
I heard that Batiste, who did the national anthem, they said that he, because I think a lot of people were hitting the over or wanting the over with the national anthem, and I think he just it was like by 3 seconds or something.
He stayed under?
Stayed under.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The coin toss was tails.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the Trump thing, the interview with Fox, if it was more than 14 and a half minutes or not. I know a lot of people. And a lot of people I said yesterday were betting on Taylor Swift if she was going to be a surprise performer at 8-1. I know that was getting a lot of traction. But yeah, I mean, Super Bowl Sunday is just, it's a good time. It's fun. It's become, like I said last week 100 times. It's part of our culture. Everybody says, where are you going? What are you doing? And it's fun. The casino was good. I mean, it was packed. It was a lot of fun. If you guys had a good time or bad, let us know. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. We'll come back. You got a keyword coming up, and Fran is going to give you our first batch of Florida stories. It is the Penthouse on a Monday. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com. Savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Borsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Mark up and put right on his shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Looks like the traffic lights are malfunctioning at PGA Boulevard at Military Trail. Make sure you avoid that area. Also looking at construction 95 southbound after Congress Avenue, blocking the right lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
You wouldn't know it, but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not requiring what's sold to be best just suitable. Advisors with this loose standard often have limited investment and product selection. Trajan Wealth is held to a fiduciary standard, which is the highest standard of care in the advisory business. And that's just one of the many reasons we have billions of dollars under our care and attract clients from other advisors. Raise your standards today and call Trajan Wealth. Call 561-390-1000. That's 561-390-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Hey, it's a Greek for Pilar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. I love this place, and you will love it too. The coffee is awesome. I love the cappuccino, and desserts are great. You know I got a sweet tooth, and it's perfect for lunch. Stop by today. It's in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Center. Start off your day with a Pilar Coffee. It'll put a smile on your face. Pilar Coffee, remember it. Your boy drinks it, and it's good enough for me. It's good enough for you. Peace.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Fog continues to settle across parts of the area this morning, so be careful for that morning drive. Temperature still in the 60s for most areas. Back near 80, though, for the afternoon hours today. Skies will be mostly sunny once that fog does burn away. There's the chance of a late-day isolated inland shower later on.
This report is sponsored by Lear Capital.
Our financial system is cracking under pressure. Your retirement is at risk. Take control now. Lear Capital is offering a free Sky High Silver Report and Precious Metals IRA guide at betternestegg.com. Don't leave your future to chance. Go to betternestegg.com.
What the Florida is sponsored by FAMU's MMERI. Educate, Learn, Talk.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword BILLS at realradio921.com. That's BILLS. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the Penthouse on a day after the Super Bowl. Hopefully you're hanging in there. Don't have too much of a hangover, whether it's from alcohol or maybe it's a gambling hangover. We appreciate you hanging out with us here on a Monday morning. This is Franny. Good morning to you. Of course, we have Dom. Hi, Dom.
Hey, Franny.
And we got G-Man.
What is happening on a Monday? A lot of people out of work today. Ooh, if you're one of the people who played hooky, let us know. And then you feel bad if you go back to work the next day. You're like, yeah, I'm in there. It's like the day after New Year's if you call in sick.
I was wondering if you were going to call in.
Dude, no way. It was nothing compared to other situations, believe me. And not at all. And the over came in. I mean, I wanted the Chiefs, obviously, but it wasn't like take a knee. And what the hell's the difference if you stay home? I'm going to spend more money and I got to if I wake up, the same problems are there. So come to work. That's what you do, man. J-O-B. You got to work more when you lose. Remember that. Time to take off is when you win. Franny's going to give us our first batch now of Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida.
I'm from Florida?
WTF.
What the Florida?
All righty. Well, this was unfortunate and a really crazy situation. Motorcyclist was killed last week in a bizarre wrong-way hit-and-run crash that happened on I-295 that ended with the wrong-way driver escaping on the back of a semi. So this is according to FHP. So troopers are still on the hunt for this wrong-way driver who they say caused a 3-vehicle pileup that killed a 66-year-old man. So they say it was backed up and shut down for hours after this deadly crash in the afternoon. They said this dude with, they said short dreadlocks stole a dark green 2001 Chevy pickup truck, drove the wrong way on I-295. He hit a motorcycle, and that 66-year-old driver was thrown off. The motorcycle was then hit by another vehicle that had been driving behind the motorcyclist. So according to the report, the impact with the motorcycle sent the car veering into the right shoulder guardrail and then ricocheted, spun back into the highway where it hit the motorcyclist who was on the ground after he flew off. Very sad situation. He did die on the scene. The man and woman in the car both suffered minor injuries. They were wearing their seatbelt, thank goodness. They said after the pileup, the driver of the stolen pickup truck, they said he tried to steal another vehicle, failed at that, then ran from the scene and was last seen riding on the outside of a semi-truck that had driven through the area. So he just hopped on to escape. Crazy. The driver, who is still on the run, they're looking for him. And so, last seen wearing black shorts, black shirt. I mean, unless we get a picture of him, hopefully. They said the dude probably has injuries that look like he was in a crash or a fight, because he was. So it was a very dramatic pileup. And man, that guy just gone. But if you have any information, obviously because somebody lost their life because of this, they are asking you to contact the First Coast Crime Stoppers. Then next up in your What the Florida, we will get into more of the craziness that we seek here. And this one. Did you know? I've been wanting to do it. I was like, man, but how do they keep all these dogs so they're not running amok here? You know the Marlins, they do the bark at the park?
Yes.
Have you ever seen that?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I was there one day.
That would be a fun day. I was like, have fun, bring your pups to the park, hang out. some hot dogs, popcorn, beer. Not the dogs, they can't have beer, but just have a good time with your dogs. And so this one person is now suing because Marlins in the city of Miami are being sued by one fan who allegedly slipped on dog pee during the team's Bark at the Park event. Yep, the fan, her name is Luann Hahn, is looking for $50,000 and a jury trial. And this is according to a plaintiff here. They says the plaintiff was walking on the premises that was not designated for dogs to be in. So I guess there's a certain area where the dogs can't go. And she slipped on dog urine on the floor, causing her to fall to the ground. They say the existence of the liquid on the floor created an unreasonably dangerous and unsafe condition. Now, how do we know it was dog urine? How do we know it wasn't like, I don't know, Mountain Dew or something? Did you smell it? Bark at the Park games have become popular among baseball teams, so it's not just the Marlins who do this. And they said, yeah, there are certain logistic issues. You think about it, because dogs, well, they're not trained to use human restrooms. Can't exactly let Fido off a leash and tell him to go to the bathroom. It doesn't work like that. And they say accidents will happen. And unless it's like the greatest group of trained dogs. But they've always been prepped for that. They've never had any issue like this. So I'm curious to see if this woman is going to get any money. And on top of that, have they not scheduled any Bark at the Park since then? Because I don't know if I've seen any. And from what I'm seeing, they're saying that if you go onto the team's online schedule, it doesn't list any games having Bark at the Park promotion, which they normally did. So I wonder if it's because of this reason.
I remember I was at one a couple of years ago, and it was usually, I think, on a weekend or Saturday or Sunday. But I thought one of the rules was that you had to have your dog on a leash, obviously. But, I mean, maybe because it's in a lawsuit, they're waiting to see what happens. I don't know.
I don't know either. And then finally here in What the Florida, we have a licensed massage therapist who is locked up. And the reason why, a detailed report, court records, claim that this happened at the Botanica Day Spa in Clearwater, where Hector Posada, he's a masseuse. You thought I was probably going another way, huh? With the women, it was Hector Posada.
I did.
Performing massages and skincare treatments. Well, Hector, they said, moved to voluntarily relinquish his massage therapist license, and which he's had since 2016. The reason why, victim told cops that towards the end of the session, while lying on his back, Victor touched his penis. The client believed this to be odd, which she's right. It is a bit odd, but assumed that was maybe just a mistake.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah, maybe it was just a mistake.
Wrong place, wrong
They
place.
said, however, then Victor allegedly reached under the victim's underwear.
That wasn't a mistake.
Grabbing it again, and this time not a mistake. He put it... Whatever. So the guy jumped off the table. Was like, what the hell? Why did you do that? Jumped off the table, ended the massage session, left the business to go alert the police. So the sexual assault forensic examiner later revealed that the victim did have some foreign DNA on him.
Oh, God.
And, yeah. So, so during the police questioning, Victor denied. He was like, I didn't do that. That didn't happen. And he retained legal counsel, right? He's like, I want a lawyer. Declined to speak any further to detectives. Well, guess what? They ended up having enough evidence. As I mentioned, DNA is enough for them to be like, yes. And this guy was married, too, for a while.
He was what?
He's been married, too. Yeah. So he did get arrested. But I love this. They have to put this, they're like, according to his LinkedIn page, he's an esthetician who has successfully balanced client needs while delivering exceptional service.
I'm sure.
My dedication to quality has led to an increase in client retention, showcasing my commitment to client satisfaction for his massages. So I guess
He goes up and beyond.
This guy definitely was not satisfied with what he did. And that is What the Florida.
Great job, Franny. As always, we do it twice a show. If you want to get involved in the show, anything you want to talk about today, but again, anything about the game, let us know. What did you think of the commercials? Were you disappointed? Most people were. Let us know about the halftime show, what you thought. You can call us at 877-927-6969. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142.
We have, does Greek still think the Philly coach doesn't have control of the locker room? KC was so outclassed. That's a for sure sign that they better find another formula because the whole world saw how to shut it down.
Yeah, I think that I never thought that he has control of that locker room, just the way the guys behave and different things like that. They had books on the sidelines yesterday. They showed that a couple times. But again, he won. So when you win, that heals everything. They wanted to fire him after 4 weeks last year. They were 2-2, and they were saying get rid of him. But you know what? They finished great. So you can't say anything when somebody wins. Whatever style they have, it's working. And that's really what it comes down to. Supposedly there was problems with Hurts and Brown at like week 12 or 13, and they weren't talking. But again, that's what you hear. Who knows? But they won, and they're world champs, and now it's up to them. They can enjoy it, and they deserve it.
So a couple other small things here with the Super Bowl. Looks like they never missed a Super Bowl club. Well, they didn't. The 3 surviving members, 88, 85, and 82, all made it to the game yesterday. We talked about them a little bit. There was 4 guys originally. One did pass away. But they made it to the game, and they have been doing this. They have not missed one Super Bowl since 1967.
It's amazing.
It is.
They said the prices were very expensive. They were reporting that at the game for drinks. The drink prices, there was one.
Yeah, so that's what I had. I was like, some random Super Bowl nonsense that we have here. And this is including how some things like cost. And they were making fun of it. They were like, this is ridiculous. So I'm curious. You know anybody who went to the game by chance?
I know 2 or 3 guys who went, but I didn't talk to them yet.
Okay. I'm curious to see what they thought actually being there. But here are a few sillier things that were trending. Said before the game, a reporter for Fox 29 in Philadelphia was excited to announce that for the first time ever, cops in New Orleans grease the poles on Bourbon Street. Philly does it to prevent fans from climbing the streets, but it looks like they did it over there in New Orleans.
Smart.
They said the conspiracy crowd was full force. #rigged immediately started trending after a questionable call went against the Eagles in the first quarter. People claimed the refs were in the tank for Kansas City, but then the Eagles crushed them, right? So they said, so that got shut down pretty quick, but they said right in the beginning, they said that was trending, #rigged. So we're just talking about little side things that happened. Barstool Sports posted a roundup of Eagles fans who couldn't spell Eagles.
Nice.
Like the mayor.
Like the mayor.
It's been a trending topic since the mayor of Philly spelled it wrong last month. They said, and there was a lot of people, because they went around doing, if you haven't watched it, there was a lot of people who could not spell Eagles.
Oh, my God.
And these are fans. Photos, another thing here, photos of concession prices at the game were all over social media. 2 that made headlines were a $59 cocktail.
That's amazing.
And a $100 Caprice crab salad.
Oh, the salad's worth it.
Yeah.
Is it?
The drink? No.
So this cocktail, mind you, it was a specialty cocktail called Voodoo Magic, and it was made with 1942 tequila.
So
what do you think?
Yeah. Well, people don't know, though.
Yes.
Like that's a very expensive brand, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You put that with anything, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, so they were baffled by it, but it was like, come on. It was 1942. $59, expensive, then don't get it. And then, yes, there was the salad that people were like, this is nuts. There was besides that, they said, this to me sounded not too bad. They said fans opt for less premium cocktails, frozen Irish coffees, pina colada, Bayou strawberry daiquiris, $18.99. It's about average, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said, or if you wanted to splurge, there was a $200, I think it was a bottle of wine, no. Can be purchased for sipping. Yeah. They had Vouv also there, was up for sale at concession stands. They said that was pretty pricey. Hot dogs only set hungry fans back $4.
Not bad.
Pizza.
I wonder what the Vouv was.
Yeah, pizza, $13. So to me, nothing super crazy. They're always going to have something expensive. Just so we talk about not this, but there are going to be that clientele which just don't mind purchasing it.
Let me ask you, that drink they had with the 42, what do you think ballpark that would be at a regular bar? Wouldn't that still be like $45?
Maybe. I don't know many places that put 1942 in cocktails.
Mm-hmm. But
they just normally sell it by itself.
But it's still expensive. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it's an expensive tequila, one of the most expensive ones.
They said another thing here, Fox's Super Bowl score bug caught headlines and caught heat. People thought the graphic at the bottom of the screen was boring, like they use a free font or something. Did you notice that was different?
No, I didn't see
the scoring?
Yeah.
And that's another thing. So Jason and I were talking about it this morning on the Gator, and I had no idea because he brought it up, and I was like, I didn't even notice. So I went back to look, and I was like, oh, yeah. And it was a new way of doing it. I didn't know if this was just Fox's thing, but I kept on looking for scoreboard, Fox scoreboard Super Bowl, and it wouldn't come up. Did you know that thing on the bottom is called a score bug?
Okay.
That is the official name for it. A score bug. Had no idea.
I don't know. I didn't notice it.
Uh-huh. And then, let's see, it became such a blowout, a lot of viewers just started paying attention to prop bets more so.
Yeah.
And here's some of the sillier ones they said that played out. Heads or tails? Tails. Was Taylor Swift shown during the national anthem? That was one. No. Did Kendrick Lamar perform with a hat on? That was a prop bet. Yes. Did he mention Drake? Yes. Gatorade bath color? Yellow. And was there a tush push touchdown? And that was yes. So those are some that did go through.
Did he mention Drake in the song?
He did.
Okay, I didn't know.
He did say his name.
Yeah.
Bro, say Drake. I hear you like I'm young.
Yeah.
You bet like him or go
I
to
hear you
sell
like I'm
black
young.
one.
Yeah. So all
So
of them
Drake
were
might have had a worse night than Mahomes.
all of them were shots. The only lyric that he did not that he changed or took out. If you go back and you listen, there are some lyrics to the song, and the word he took out was pedophile. He stops. He says the line, and then before that the word he's silent. He doesn't say anything.
That was smart.
But they said everything else was basically a shot.
877-927-6969. Dom, you had something?
Yeah, I have 2 talkbacks.
Greek, it's me, Anthony. Oh my God, what happened, huh? Full card clean sweep. Clemson plus the points beat your Dukies. Gators plus 10. And the Eagles, caca. There's a new sheriff in town. Just remember, shake it up, and the haters gonna hate. Shake it up.
It's awesome. That was good. Impressed.
I got one more.
Oh, what a game last night,
Oh,
fellas.
that's right.
Eagles won this one. Gee, I played 3 props. Hurts over 209, Hurts over 1.5 touchdowns, Devontae Smith's over. I took the Eagles to win and the Eagles to go over.
Nice.
I had a 5-leg parlay last night. I had a 3-leg parlay last night with the props, and I had a 2-leg parlay with the Eagles to win and the Eagles over. Oh, and I also had Jalen Hurts for MVP.
Nice.
So, Petey, give me a call. I'll get you out of your van down by the river.
That's nice. That was a big win.
Yeah, they said there was a couple of interesting things that happened stats. No one in the Super Bowl era had ever scored a touchdown on their birthday, but it happened last night. So we were talking about it being Barkley's birthday. He turned 28 yesterday, but it was rookie cornerback Cooper Jejean's birthday, and he turned 22. And in the second quarter, he intercepted Patrick Mahomes' pass and ran it back 38 yards for a touchdown.
Amazing that Barkley didn't score.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like, even when I was at the casino, everybody was talking about that. And yardage over. I heard people saying, it's so easy. When one guy was in line, he goes, it's so easy, I feel bad. I was like, when I heard that, I said, ooh, when that happens. I mean, because, 113 yards the way he was playing, you would definitely think he was going to go. And I thought he definitely was going to score.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I definitely did.
So other stats, they say Mahomes is 29. It's too early for Tom Brady comparisons, even after 5 Super Bowl appearances in 6 years, including 3 wins. But consider this. Brady made 10 appearances in the Super Bowl, winning 7, and never lost a Super Bowl by more than 1 score. Also, here's some interesting stats. Fans love rooting for their hometown team, but there was only one hometown player in the Super Bowl who was actually born there. Do you know who it is?
No.
It is the Chiefs defensive end, Felix. I am going to mess up his name. And Anuda Uzoma. He was born in Kansas City. They said 2 other Chiefs players were born in the state of Kansas or Missouri, since the city straddles the state lines. They said Mike Pennell and then the defensive tackle Tershawn Wharton. They were both there. They said only 1 Eagles player is from Pennsylvania, and that's Dotson, the wide receiver there. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Only 1 person was from the hometown that they played. They said a lot of football fans were caught in the middle and watched the Super Bowl without rooting for either team. They said if you literally and physically halfway between Kansas City, so this is what they're saying, in Philadelphia, you'd be in Dayton, Ohio. And they said here an interesting fact. If you want a little things, they're just throwing them these random things here. I'm curious if you have any interesting facts of your own, but they said here that Philly quarterback Jalen Hurts set a running record of his own. He carried the ball 11 times for 17 yards, which breaks the previous record for most running yards by a quarterback in the Super Bowl.
I think he had more than 17
They said
yards.
it was his own yard. 72 yards, what did I say?
You said 17.
Sorry. He
Yeah.
carried the ball 11 times for 72 yards, which breaks the previous record, which was his own, they said.
Yeah, I think he also had a record where he led the team in passing and rushing, which is rare for him. Rare for any quarterback, obviously, what he did. But a lot of different things happen with the game. There always is. Let us know what you think. If you have an opinion about it, good, bad, or indifferent. The commercials, the halftime show, all the nonsense you'll hear the next couple days about the game and what really happened. Really, what happened was the Eagles kicked their ass. That's it. There's really not much you can say. Their defense showed up and shut down Mahomes. And Mahomes was off last night from the very beginning. He really was. His a couple low passes, and I thought they were going to make some adjustments, especially after the first 2 drives where they were not doing anything. And I was with my friends, obviously, and I was like, they got to roll him out. You know what I mean? And then he had that one nice scramble. There was a holding. But defense, it seemed like the Eagles had 15 guys on field. To me, it just seemed like, and nobody was open. I mean, it really was, even when he did have time. But, there's enough people out there that are happy the Chiefs lost. Obviously.
I don't think they blitzed them either.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
They had it with those 4 kids. They're all young, and they're in great shape. I mean, they're young cats. They really were. And they came at him. I mean, he was every single time he was getting hit. He really was. I think, they have 5 sacks? Yeah. Or 6 sacks? And there's so many different props. Like, they had bets with, like, the golfers yesterday with the final golf match, birdies. They had female college basketball. Girls scoring is going to be more than certain things. Hockey. I mean, they do so many weird different things. And people, they get involved in it. Mm-hmm. They really do, which is great. And prop bets are huge. The thing with a prop bet, I've always said it, you're in it to the end. Because even last night when the Chiefs game was over at halftime, there's a lot of prop bets that came in, like Worthy scoring twice, Worthy going over his yardage, things like that you were like, all right, the game's over, I'm done. But it still came in. Hurts went over in his yardage. But he didn't go over in his completions. He only had 17 completions. It seemed like more when I watched the game. And I was like, 17? I mean, that's not a lot of completions for a team that scored 40. But they had a lot of defensive help, like you said. And that kid on his birthday, I mean, you can't write a better script than that. He scores on it. He's only 22. I mean, that's amazing. And Brady's watch was $750,000. If anybody cares. I think he came out good. I thought he did a good game. I don't think there was that much hate for him. Really not. And I think all the talk about Mahomes and him is there. I mean, people forget about Brady. Brady didn't win a Super Bowl for 10 years in the middle of his career. Doesn't mean that they didn't go to Super Bowl. They lost a couple, but there was a 10-year span where they didn't win a game. Win a Super Bowl. But, yeah, somebody mentioned that last night. I saw that. He said every time Brady lost, it was very close games. And they were. It is the Penthouse on a Monday after the game. If you called in sick today, don't call us because your boss might hear. But if you're out and about and you want to talk about the game or anything, let us know. You still got 13 chances a day to win $8,000.
Wouldn't that suck if somebody got busted because they called into the Penthouse?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it happens on social media.
It does, you're right.
I mean, somebody did.
Their boss is like, I just heard you.
Yeah.
Give us a different name.
Yeah.
Somebody on social media the other day I knew called and worked sick. They work at a restaurant. And then they were in a video, like 9:30 at night, out with their friends. Totally forgot.
Whoops.
Like had a couple, and then the person, I guess, that works with them follows them. It was like, I thought you were home sick. And they went full blown, too. They were like, I'm really sick, really bad, like ammonia. I'm really cold.
Ammonia? What's that?
Whatever. Sniffing it glue. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. This is your good one for the first one. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Did you know in certain countries, for one in the Netherlands, if you are disabled, they give you a budget to hire prostitutes to have sex with you if you're a disabled person.
Do you have to be a citizen?
You're asking for a friend?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Looks like the traffic lights are malfunctioning at PGA Boulevard at Military Trail. Make sure you avoid that area. Also looking at construction 95 southbound after Congress Avenue, blocking the right lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Members get more with My Lowe's Rewards. Earn points towards My Lowe's money on eligible purchases. Get access to member-only deals and free member gifts and more. Join for free today. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms subject to change.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up a whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When injured worker left me a message that said, "You probably won't call me back. I'm just a nobody." I called him right back. Nobody's a nobody, and no one deserves a better firm than you.
He calls to tell me that he's been in an accident, and I'm just scared to death.
I couldn't have hoped for anybody better than Morgan & Morgan. It makes you feel like you're worth something.
It really did feel like family.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Franny. Looking to sell your car? GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer for a reason. They'll buy your car, truck, SUV, even that classic or collectible sitting in the garage. For everything else, just head to GiveMeTheVin.com, upload your VIN, snap a few pics, and get an instant cash offer in just 60 seconds. They'll even come to you for free pickup. Selling your car has never been simpler or faster with GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight or is business at an all-time high? Well, maybe it's time for you to sell, retire, and just relax with a bunch of money in the bank. Hi, I'm Andy Cagnetta, and at Transworld Business Advisors, we've been selling businesses for 40 years. And with offices located throughout the world, we have thousands of buyers immigrating to the United States ready to buy your business. Don't wait until the last minute or try to do it yourself. That's a recipe for disaster. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value and how Transworld can maximize your eventual selling price. That's the winning formula. It has never been a better time to sell your business than right now. Call Transworld at 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com. That's 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
Number 4 Texas women's basketball pulled off an upset of number 2 South Carolina yesterday, 66-62. It was the Gamecocks' first regular season conference loss since 2021. Sophomore star Madison Booker led the Longhorns with 20 points and 11 rebounds, while Malaysia Fulwiley paced SC with 13 off the bench in the loss. For more women's sports stories, be sure to subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
I'm Arturo Castro, and I've been lucky enough to do stuff like Broad City, Narcos, Roadhouse, but now I'm coming out with my own podcast. Get ready for Greatest Escapes, a new comedy podcast about the wildest true escape stories in history. Each week, I'll be sitting down with some of the most hilarious actors and writers and comedians, people like Ed Helms, Diane Guerrero, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I love storytelling, and I love you.
Listen to Greatest Escapes on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Greatest Escapes to start listening.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Precision Garage Door of South Florida. Precision Door, a name you can trust.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Really sick, really bad, like ammonia, really cold.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday, the Monday after the big game. People are speculating, did Mahomes have a concussion in the first quarter? If you watch it, he was sacked and his head bounced against the field.
Interesting.
One of my buddies pointed out, and I said, no, he's fine. But now there's speculation, did he have a concussion and never wanted to say anything? And did that lead to some of his bad play? After the game, he did not look good, but he could have also had the Chiefs. Dominic's in the house.
I had the Chiefs, boo.
You lost $50. Don't worry about it. The biggest thing is you lost our celebration today. No, we had food coming from
I know,
New York.
there's no steak. There's no.
What are we going to celebrate?
Where's the champagne?
We got cases of it. There's nothing to celebrate. I mean, we came in with what? Celebrate the Chiefs losing? Show me a good loser. I'll show you a loser. We're not happy about it. I mean, who's happy when they lose money? I love when people ask me that question. Are you mad? No, I'm happy. I'm like, it's awesome. What do you think? Randy's here.
What's up?
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
I went for the steak and champagne and strawberries to a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Talking about a bad day. Panthers won on Saturday night. We gave a lot of people tickets to that game as they beat the Senators 5-1. And the Gators, watch out for the Gators. They're going to be a good team. A tough out in the tournament. They beat #1 Auburn on Saturday. We got 9 points. Hats off to the Gators. Jets and Aaron Rodgers, it looks like they're getting divorced. It's over. And he's going to be a free agent. Whether or not he plays, I don't know. Maybe he goes into politics. Maybe he ends up going to the mountains and just like selling tours. I don't know what the hell he does. Or maybe he works at a marijuana place. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I do think there'll be a team out there that might want him. Not 100% sure, but we'll see what happens. Eagles won yesterday, 40-22. The game went over. Thank God. And Hurts was the MVP. Big game by him. Some of the big prop bets that went down were Mahomes completions, Barkley not scoring, Barkley not going over his yardage, which was a huge one. But those were a couple ones that did not score. If you had the Eagles, and like our buddy Jeremy, he had them in 5 different ways, and he had a winning day. I'm surprised as a pool guy. He might have took off today. Greek's Trifecta is always sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach and the Cove Shopping Plaza. And we have a giveaway for you today at 11:45. What do we have, Dominic?
A $50 gift card to BurgerFi.
Woo! I like their hamburgers. We were going to play Roulette Mondays. See how we just changed it? You're going to get an opportunity at 11:45 to jump in And you guys can play that if you want to go to BurgerFi. Always a great meal there and great food. You'll have a good time. And again, it's black or red. It's odd or even, or first 18 or 19 to 36. I had somebody bring this up to me, 2 people over the weekend. So here it goes. If it comes on 0, that goes to 1 to 18. If it comes on 00, that falls in 19 to 36. So it's completely even. I love the things that people bring up to me sometimes when I'm at. They're like, well, who wins on 00? I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. So, yeah, that'll be in a couple minutes. Martha Stewart, she was in a couple ads, right? Or one? Or, was she in 2?
She was in 2.
Yeah, I thought she was. She was one for the sneakers and something else.
I think the sneaker one was her, and then she kind of did a cameo in one. She was a little bit of one. I can't remember which spot that was, though.
And the Kardashians' mom, was she one?
She was. Yep. The Kardashian mom was in one. They did a few commercials. It was Hemsworth and Chris Pratt.
Okay.
The 2 Chris's. They did.
They were at a gallery?
Well, yes. And then she was at the end, but they were doing ads on, and that was for the Meta, the Ray-Bans that have little cameras in them.
Oh, wow.
The Meta glasses.
I didn't know
So
that.
there was a few spots with them doing it, but she was in one of them, yes.
877-927-6969. That's the number to call. If you have any opinion about the game, if you're an Eagle fan, I'm sure you're very happy. If you're a Chief fan, you're probably, what the hell happened? Let us know about the commercials. Let us know about the halftime show. Serena Williams made an appearance on the halftime show. She got a lot of good credit, and everybody was very happy with her dancing ability. She looked pretty cool.
And then a couple other things. We can move past the Super Bowl unless you want to bring it back up. Of course, as G-Man said, we will always talk about whatever you want. But there is a study that found out that traffic jams are making us fat.
Oh, I can believe that.
They said traffic around the country may be a little lighter today specifically, with so many people skipping work after the Super Bowl. And they say that could be a good news for your waistline today, because there is a new study. Journal of Urban Economics found that heavy traffic makes us gain weight, and it all comes down to meal choices. So researchers looked at 3 years worth of traffic and some GPS data, and they found that heavy traffic made people more likely to eat fast food, especially for dinner. They think it's because, right, you're less likely to want to cook when you come home. You're stressed. You were stuck in the car. Sometimes it's late, and you're like, yeah, I'm getting home late. That's the last thing I want to do. So they said people were also less likely to swing by the grocery store to pick up healthier things to eat. Doesn't necessarily have to mean something you have to cook, but even pick up when the traffic is bad. So they believe that correlation, that's evidence that's saying, and they did notice statistically they were finding out that people were putting on weight too. But yeah, traffic. And I get it.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate enough where I don't have to deal with it that much. And G-Man, I don't think you're that much of a fast food person either, but you don't mind waiting and eating late, and it's not like you go home and cook anyways.
No, I don't do anything. So, I mean, like tonight, I might go out to dinner like 8 o'clock, 8:30 New York Prime. I also think, which is, I find rare, that people have snacks in their car. And, like, sometimes when they're in traffic, like my one buddy's, like, he always has pretzels. And he's always like, yeah, I'm in traffic all the time, so I eat pretzels.
I get it.
Yeah, or something like that. I can see that.
Yeah, if you're stuck for a few hours.
Yeah, and then a lot of people, maybe if it's traffic jam, maybe they pull over and one of the rest stops, go to a fast food place, get something, get back on the road. You know you're not going to lose any time. But yeah, traffic jams, I can see the aggravation because you're just pissed. You're like, oh my God, I want to get home. I don't feel like going now to Publix or wherever and then waiting in line there, then going home. And it's a process. This definitely is. So traffic can make you be getting fat. So that's not a great thing. Dom, the phone's ringing. 877-927-6969. Sorry to wake you up. Give us a call if you can. He's shaking his head. You came in loaded today, bitch. Creek, you look good for getting your ass kicked last night. You can call us at the line, or you can text us at Real Radio 47142.
And then finally here, another food thing. We all love pizza, right? Pizza, I believe, is just one of those things.
Yeah.
It's hard to find somebody who's like, ugh,
Oh, pizza. Oh, that sucks. You're right.
But Americans do love pizza a lot, so much that 55% of Americans have shed some kind of tears over it, according to a new survey in honor of National Pizza Day, which was yesterday. National Pizza Day was. And that includes, so it's not because it was so good. It brought me to tears. The pizza was so good. No, it's because, so these are some of the reasons they say. Common reason, because somebody ate the last slice.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
Crying, though.
Yeah.
Could you imagine crying? Another one
God.
respondent said that it's because some people have cried because their pizza delivery order came in wrong or it took too long.
And
People
they
have cried. People have admitted to this.
Wow.
Even 12% said they cried about their favorite pizza place closing down.
You should have spent more then. There wouldn't be. I can't believe that, but it is true.
Yep.
And the thing, I never was, or ever lived with anybody, and I lived with 9 girls, like flipped out because I don't eat, so I don't go there. But I did a couple girls, and that was like a big thing. If they brought something back from the restaurant and
I know what you're talking. If you get so excited about a leftover to come home to that because you know, and you've been waiting for it, and you can't wait, and then you open the fridge, and that sucker is gone.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's a fight. First of all, not yours. My leftover.
Yeah.
But I understand where those girls were coming from, G-Man.
Yeah,
I do.
I never was that guy, and a couple of my exes.
But it was just because you don't even do leftovers in general.
Yeah, I don't do leftovers, but I'm not going to go in the refrigerator and take somebody's food. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
As you shouldn't. You're right.
I mean, that's yours. You want it, and that's it. I'm not eating leftovers anyway.
So a couple other things that they said when it comes to this pizza survey. They said 97% of respondents would go to extremes to get pizza, and many already have, including people ignoring work so they can order pizza. Some pretended to be someone else to get a slice. I don't know what that means. And even 7% confessed that they have faked an emergency to leave and go get some pizza when they're at work or whatever it was.
Crazy.
Just created emergency. Yep.
I know some.
I'm bleeding. I'll be back.
I know somebody who would in the city would walk like he didn't have a car, but the amount he would I think it was like 25 blocks
just to go get a certain slice.
Yeah, he wouldn't take a cab. He didn't want to. He would, and I remember one time I picked him up, and he's like, "Oh, you want?" And I go, "You go here?" He goes, "Oh, all the time." I go, "You walk this?" It was like 25 blocks. That's a lot in the city in the cold. Don, do we have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Sarah B on the phone.
Sarah B, what's happening?
Hey, Penthouse.
Hi, Sarah.
So I have some I guess, Super Bowl music reviews. And,
okay.
And then an update on my workout challenge that I attempted to do for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and explain that to us because I know you said you sent it to me, but I never received it.
Yeah, well, and after I got home, I realized I got that mailer demon email that I got your email wrong again. So I'll figure it out one of these days. But yeah. So the way that I designed it, I was like, okay. I looked it up I did some research on Google. I was like, okay, about how many first down plays are there, second down, so on and so forth. And then I did one for field goal attempts, field goals actually scored, touchdown scored, the extra point if they made it, timeouts taken,
pretty in-depth.
And the end of every quarter, 2-point conversions, and a delay of game call.
Wow. So that's a workout in itself.
I did a whole bunch of stuff. Right. Just watching the game just to make sure I counted all of them was work in and of itself. But so my plan was to do 10 crunches every time a first down play was played, 10 squats for every second down play, 5 lunges each side for every time a third down play was done.
Wow.
5 burpees for every fourth down play, which that's the one that killed me. What was it? A 30-second plank for every field goal attempt. And the Eagles were killing me with having to do 2 attempts every time. Almost every time they did it. 10 push-ups for every score. So every either touchdown scored or every field goal scored was 10 push-ups.
That's a lot.
Yeah. No, you're talking to me. I learned this the hard way.
I was going to say, so how many calories did you burn during the Super Bowl?
Sounds like a lot.
Right? 10 tricep dips for every extra point made.
Okay.
8 lying double leg lifts for every timeout taken.
Did you create this on your own?
50 jumping yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How long did it take you? 3 days.
Well, hold on. I did 50 jumping jacks for every end of the quarter, which obviously there were going to be 4 unless in overtime. And then 5 burpees for every 2-point conversion made. And then 50 burpees 5 burpees for every delay of game call. So it didn't take me, I started to do them, like I would count during the game, and then during the commercial breaks is when I would try to knock out however many I just counted of whatever, of all the things. And then after a while, so my doctor told me after my surgery that every once in a while I might get a pain because I started to get them. And I was like, what's happening? She's like, that's normal. because they're scarring and that's still healing.
Okay.
But every once in a while, I get a pain that feels like I can't stand up straight. And it kills, and it only goes away. Really, I've only noticed it going away if I just walk. I can walk it out. So I got one of those, and I tried to walk it out, and it did not work.
So did you exercise a lot
I got.
during the game?
I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, these are the totals I got. I got 220 crunches. I got 120 squats. I got 35 lunges each side, 25 burpees, 20 push-ups, 10 tricep dips, 16 leg lifts, and 50 jumping jacks. So
Wow.
I did something. I just didn't do all of them.
That's a lot. Well,
That's great.
Oh, that was
That's
good.
a lot more than most people did. Most people sat on their ass and ate food.
More activity than the Chiefs
Including
offense had.
myself. So I did not leave the couch. So good for you.
Sarah, if you want to call us back, you can, because we have to do our giveaway right now. But if you want to call us back and give us a critique at a halftime, we'd love to hear it.
Okay, cool. I'll call you back.
Okay. Thank you. If you guys want to go to BurgerFi with a $50 gift card, 877-927-6969. That's the number to call.
Just in time for lunch.
Just in time for lunch, yeah.
I don't know if you're going to get it that quick, but
Yeah.
just in time for tomorrow's lunch.
Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. We're playing Roulette Monday. You just let us know, and like I said, it's either odd or even, black or red, first 18 or 19 to 36. Roulette table was not kind to me yesterday, and I didn't get mad. I bumped into that guy again with the pimples. He was walking. He came up to me, actually, and he was like, hey.
You again?
Yeah, that's what he said. No, he goes, the end of the day, I think we sort of weren't on the same page. I said, yeah, you were a dick. I said, that's what it was. I said, but it's cool. I said, I'm back. Don't worry about it. I'm not mad. So give us a call right now. Dom's getting some people on the hold. That's for a $50 gift card to BurgerFi. You'll love the place. They got great hamburgers, and you'll enjoy yourself. And their fries are good, too. And maybe throw in a shake. Whatever you guys got to do.
Baller.
But, yeah, whatever you want to do. You can get all that, I'm sure, for $50.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It'd be probably right
But
on
just
there.
you.
Yeah, just you. Yeah.
You got to go by yourself.
Yeah, don't be bringing like 35 people with you. That's not going to happen. Dom, are we ready?
We are. We have Mark up first.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Hey, Greek, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, buddy. Thanks for calling. Did you watch the game yesterday?
Yeah, I had the Chiefs too.
All right, it happens.
I commiserate with you.
That's all right. They won us a lot of money over the years, and especially this year. So it's you're not going to win them all. That's just life. So we're going to play Roulette Monday, and you have a choice between red and black, odd and even, or first 18 to 19 to 36.
Let's go black.
All right, here we go. We're going to spin it. Hold on. This thing takes a couple minutes. Bangs around a lot.
It does. You just gave it a good spin. That's why. I mean, it's legit, though.
This is it.
It is.
Uh-oh.
And it goes round and round. All right, so
Greek's getting dizzy.
to confirm it. What did he pick?
He picked black.
Black?
Still spinning.
Oh, I want you to win since you didn't win your Kansas City Chiefs bet.
11 black.
We got 11 black.
Nice. Winner, chicken dinner. All right. Stay on the phone, buddy. Thanks for always listening to Real Radio. Sorry about the Chiefs, but I guarantee you lost. I lost more. So feel good in that. How's that?
I understand. I commiserate with you, Greek.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the BurgerFi. It's a great place for hamburger, shake, and fries. You'll have a good time. Dom's going to get your information. And thanks for listening to Real Radio on a Monday.
Thank you. I love the show.
Thank you so much. Very nice. 11 black. And write that down. 11 black. All right.
Hey,
very
Mark,
good.
you still there?
Knucklehead,
you
you're
on
on.
this before, Mark?
We can hear. What?
All right, what's your last name?
We can hear you, Dom.
Dom, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, my God. Stu Sheets to the win. Dom played golf yesterday, had a great day. Said he was blown out and drunk and hit golf very well. He did great. Way to do. My stepson called me yesterday, and he wants to take up golf. He's like, I need clubs, I need a bag, I need shoes, and I need somebody to teach me. I said, okay, we'll work it out, buddy. Can we figure this out? He goes, yeah, no problem. 2 hours later, he calls me back. He goes, you got me set me up yet? I said, it's going to take a little longer than that. I texted this morning like 6:15 because I knew he's not up. I'm like, all right, we got it all taken care of. Call me later. But I think golf's a great sport to take up for men or women. I think it's great. It's a good sport to meet people. It's great to get out there, exercise. So I highly recommend golf. And if golf wants me to be their ambassador, call me. 877-927-6969. Shaq says he wants to do a roast, and he wants Nikki Glaser to handle it. He said he's up for it.
So he wants to be the one getting roasted?
Yeah.
Cool. I can see that.
And I think it'd be hilarious.
He would get destroyed because there's so much.
Yeah.
And I think he would handle it like a champ because he's a funny dude.
Yeah, and he's had a personal life that's been a little.
That's what I'm saying, a lot of material.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely, and I don't think they would go near anything with the Colby thing because obviously Colby passed away. But I think
you never know, though. Some of these people just don't care.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was going to say that. I was just going to say that when you said it, but you never know. But definitely about his personal life, the Lakers, him playing too long. But yeah, he said, he goes, the Nikki Glaser wants in. He goes, he would love to do it. And I think people would watch it. I really do. I mean, the Brady thing is still unbelievable. It's still circulating out there for her. She says she still gets people to come up to her. Kim Kardashian, I read an article about her where she said that she was mortified some of the things that were said about her. And it was, I guess, on their show. They showed her talking, and she was like, she thought a couple things were way out of bounds. And she goes, basically, they called me a whore. And it was like,
is it really the first time?
Yeah, I was going to say.
And I'm not saying I believe that she is, but is it the first time she's heard that?
Yeah. You believe she is?
No,
You said I believe she is.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that.
Okay.
I don't care who you sleep with. I'm never gonna. I don't believe she is. I'm sorry if it sounded that way.
Yeah.
She could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the first time. Actually, I know from tabloids and gossip bags and stuff. It's not the first time.
I think with that,
they get made fun of all the time about sleeping with whole basketball teams and stuff. I mean, it's people poke fun at them.
That show was so consumed by so many people, and then I think after the fact goes on social media and everybody else sees it again, and that she was a vocal point. You know what I mean? Like the one comedian, she said she didn't like a couple things that was said about her. And I mean, everybody has feelings. Sometimes, you know what? People do get bothered by things. And then if it goes in circulation, you know what I mean? And the videos go viral and everything, it just keeps coming up and coming up. Yeah, I thought it was, I thought one of the funniest things, I was at a restaurant in Fort Lauderdale, and this kid had the T-shirt on, or with Kendall starting 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, wow. I mean, that was pretty bad.
Pretty good team, too.
It was a good team. They were. Yeah, so she said that. But again, I think Shaq getting roasted would be funny. I do think it'd be funny, and he said that. So maybe they'll work on that. Netflix will probably give him a call over the weekend and say, hey, you want to do it. But he does want Nikki Glaser to be there and take care of it. It is the Penthouse. We just gave a $50 gift card to BurgerFi. That's thank you to Dominic. He had that in his pocket, and so he was nice enough to give it.
Oh, man. That's gone now.
Yeah, I can't do it. What a guy. What a guy.
Oh, that was straight from your pocket? That's so nice of you.
I thought, I did talk about your bet yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Well, two things happened yesterday. I don't know if you guys remember. I did this challenge with this guy for a prop bet, and he said he was going to give me 50%. So I gave him Smith with the Eagles, which I talked about all day. I said, or Worthy, whichever one you want. I didn't hear from him. So you know what I mean? Like, he said he was going to text me before the game, and that was the one text I didn't get. And this morning I got up, and I'm like, you know who didn't text me?
That son of a gun.
Yeah, so you can run, but you can't hide. But yeah, we didn't hear anything from him. So that was one thing that I thought was a little crazy. But you guys give us a call if you want anything about the big game. You could talk about the halftime show. And dust settles now. You start seeing more and more things come in. The commercials, we all agree were just okay. The bad thing, I felt bad for any company who spent $8 million in the second half, like the fourth quarter, because if it's a close game, more people watch. That's it always shows where the viewership goes up. People call, oh my God, you gotta watch this game. There was they said big drop off in the fourth quarter.
And a heads up, I don't know if it's still going on. I did mention this last week briefly. And not everybody, listen, I know Duncan reigns supreme, especially here on the Penthouse, but I did see that Starbucks was doing something cool today. They're giving away free coffee. And it's because, well, just in general, because they know you're dragging ass, right? They know you're dragging ass after the Super Bowl. So they are doing one free, tall. That's a small size coffee, hot or iced coffee. And this is just for today. They said we'll see, because there's only a limited amount. So if I tell you this and you go and you're like, well, Franny said, but yes, they are offering free coffee today. You do have to sign up for their rewards program on the app, but they're doing it specifically for the day after the Super Bowl because they know that a lot of us are dragging ass today.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Sarah, I know you're on hold. If you can hang out, we'd love to hear about your halftime critique. We're going to come back with some fun facts and a lot more on a Monday, the day after the big game. And guess what? We didn't call in sick. We're professionals. We'll be back.
Got something to say? We'll listen. Hello. Call now. 877-927-6969.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Markov looks around, but they score! They score! It was Penthouse!
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Borsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Markov in front right on a shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you or a loved one suffered from nursing home abuse? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Palm Beach Gardens incident clearing PGA Boulevard at Military Trail. Boca Raton, that daily road work continues to slow us down. Right lane is blocked. I-95 South right after Congress Avenue. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
Love is in the air, and GimmeTheVin.com would love to buy your car. Hey, it's Franny. When's the last time you checked its value? They'll buy cars, trucks, SUVs, and exotics, whether it's average, rough, or clean. GimmeTheVin.com buys them all. From $2,000 to $200,000, they've got you covered. Plus, if they can't beat your CarMax offer, they'll pay you $100 just for trying. Sell it fast, easy, and pressure-free at GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Preparing to tent fumigate your home or business is stressful. With up to 29 interior and exterior preparation steps, the very success of your fumigation depends on being properly prepared. Contact ALR Fumigation Preparation and Recovery, your fumigation preparation experts. Family owned and operated, licensed and insured, specializing in comprehensive fumigation preparation throughout Palm Beach County. We prioritize safety and thoroughness to make sure your property is ready come fumigation day. ALRFumigationPrep.com, your home fumigation ready.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe to Palm Beach. 7 days a week, that's where the beautiful ladies are. And on Friday night, guess what? Fantasy Friday. Stop in. The girls at Monroe's will make your fantasies become a reality. A 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a great music scene. You can't beat Monroe's. It's the ingredient to a perfect night. And if you like sports, it's a perfect place to watch a game. Because if your team wins or loses, it doesn't matter. You're with a Monroe lady, and you're always in the winner's circle. Monroe's at Palm Beach, where all the beautiful girls are. Pace.
Business owners, had enough of this yet? Are you just done and ready to retire? Is money tight? Or maybe business is at an all-time high. You have options. Don't just walk away. We can help you sell, retire, and just relax no matter what your situation is. Hi, I'm Andy Cagnetta, and at Transworld Business Advisors, we've been selling businesses for over 40 years. And with offices located around the world, we have thousands of buyers ready to buy your business now. Don't wait until the last minute or try to do it yourself. That is a recipe for disaster. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value and how Transworld can maximize your eventual selling price. We will help you win. And in the current climate, you need help to sell your business. Call Transworld at 833-SELL-FLA or visit tworld.com. That's 833 Sell FLA, or visit tworld.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
For live radio to have lyrics, that's amazing.
You guys outdid yourselves.
Join the millions already on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Can I give it 6 stars?
Find your new favorite feature on the iHeartRadio app today.
iHeartRadio. Did you know you can have high cholesterol without any symptoms? High LDL or bad cholesterol can have a big impact on your cardiovascular health, increasing your risk of a heart attack or stroke. Reduce your risk by knowing your LDL cholesterol level and working with your doctor on a treatment plan. Lowering your LDL cholesterol today can help you enjoy a healthier tomorrow. Visit the American Heart Association at heart.org/LDL to learn why lower is better.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Fog continues to settle across parts of the area this morning, so be careful for that morning drive. Temperature still in the 60s for most areas. Back near 80, though, for the afternoon hours today. Skies will be mostly sunny once that fog does burn away. There's a chance of a late day isolated inland shower later on.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up a whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword PAY at realradio921.com. That's PAY. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. Remember, it is the week of love. So have something planned if you're in a relationship, male, female, whatever you're doing, because it's Friday. And we'll tell you, because you don't want to drop the ball on Friday. I got to get 2 dozen roses that I ordered already for Dominic and for Francis. So I'm prepared. I'm ready to go. Dominic's in the house.
Woo, I'm so special.
Pretty
He really does that woman voice so well.
Yeah, you do. You got that. We want to do some fun facts? Or you want to take the call?
Yeah, let's take Sarah's call first. and then
Sarah,
we'll
we're
get
going to
into
go to you. Sarah.
Okay. Hello, Penthouse.
Hi again.
Hello again. So I didn't really watch the halftime show because I did a lot of other stuff yesterday in addition to working out. I was going
to say, how did you squeeze anything in between all that working out?
I was going to say, so then you really can't critique it then.
Right. If you guys missed Sarah's call earlier, she came out with it was like working out with, I don't know, you had a bunch of different things, but it was a workout that you did with the Super Bowl.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, and each play caused me to do something different.
Okay.
So, and I didn't do everything according to my numbers, but I did a lot still. Well, no, I did all my meal prep for the week. I did all my laundry. Like I was a busy bee yesterday.
Good for you.
But no, I listened to the halftime show, but I didn't watch it. Like I wasn't standing in front of the TV watching it. That was when I was doing laundry, but I could hear it. But I did love that that Samuel L. Jackson was in it. I thought that was kind of funny. And then as far as the music in general, though, because I loved Lady Gaga's song at the beginning before the kickoff.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Song that she did,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried to Shazam it, and it wasn't even in Shazam yet. So I'm hoping I'll be able to find it today because I loved the song itself. I thought Lauren Daigle did a good job with the America the Beautiful.
Yep, it was Trombone Shorty.
It had a New Orleans flair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked how it had that New Orleans flair to it. I thought that was awesome. I love that Harry Connick Jr. popped up because that's his city for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then the national anthem I thought was well done. Like it was not going to make my list of the best ones, but it also wasn't a bad one. So it was his voice is beautiful, but it wasn't like it. I didn't watch it and go, oh my God, that was amazing. But it was good. And then I'm not a Kendrick Lamar fan, so I don't know his music. Which is probably why I didn't watch the halftime show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know his music. There were some songs that I heard that I was like, okay, I have heard that one before, but it wasn't. There isn't any. And the one that I did have heard before, it was because Kelly Clarkson did a little bit of it on an award show years ago. So I don't really listen to his music, so I wasn't really that plugged into the halftime show specifically. But as far as the rest of the music, I like to listen to hear what else is done because I'm a music person. So
all in all, with all together, all the music that you heard during the Super Bowl, what would you give it as a grade?
I'm gonna say a C. I'm gonna put it on an average. I'm gonna say it's an average. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's average. Yeah. Oh, sorry, just unmuted my TV.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, Sarah, we appreciate it. And thank you for staying on hold.
You're very welcome. And then I was going to say, too, I forgot to mention, because of the delay, I could hear back everything I listed after I hung up.
Yeah.
I forgot to say I also did 2 30-second blanks.
Wow.
Good for you.
That's impressive.
So, yeah. It was a good day.
That sounds it. Crushing it.
I will keep listening.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Love you
Bye,
too.
Sarah.
Stay out of
Love you.
shape.
What? Stay out of shape?
Oh, I meant stay shape.
What?
Stay out of shape. You got somebody else? Don, you got somebody else? Oh, we're making Don work today. And you can tell he's really not in a good mood. Yeah, he's really not in a good mood, by the way.
That's all right. We'll go into some fun facts. Oh, and then I have to wait for him to do the sounder.
You're so funny. Hey, stay out of shape.
Goodness.
If I open a gym, that'll be when you walk in the door. Hey, stay out of shape. Don't come here.
Do you want the call or do you want to go to fun facts?
Let's take the call.
All right, well, it's G's best friend, Jorge.
Jorge!
What's happening today, you loser?
Not much, Jorge. I could always count on you, and a couple of my friends always make me feel special. It happens, Jorge. You're going to lose games.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, it was a great game for me.
What,
did you watch it? I didn't think you were going to watch it.
Yeah, I thought you were boycotting it.
I was going to boycott it, but I watched it, and it was a good...
Did you talk to Taylor Swift last night? Did she call you?
Excuse me?
Did you talk to Taylor Swift last night?
No. But I'll tell you what, it was good to see the little bitch crying his eyes out, huh?
Which little bitch were you referring to? There's a lot of little bitches there.
The quarterback.
Oh, Mahomes? Was he? I didn't see him crying, was he?
Oh, yeah, he was crying on the sideline.
I didn't see him crying.
Oh, yeah, look it up. You'll see it.
Really?
Real tears, too, buddy, real tears.
Yeah, he probably felt bad because I had the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you what, the halftime show sucked.
You wasn't a fan of that?
You know? No, I couldn't even understand what he was saying.
All right, well, it's not for everybody. You know that. It's not maybe your kind of music.
It's not, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people that don't like that rap stuff.
Well, again, it's an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. If you weren't...
And it's based on color, by the way. That's not how music taste goes, too, because I like all of the above.
And it's not for you, obviously.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Brady? What'd you think of Brady?
Oh, Brady did real well. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was good. I was glad to see Mahomes lose to stay further behind my boy Tom.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he's got a long way to go. I mean, he needs now he needs 5 to top him and 4 to tie him. But he's only 29. We'll see what happens. And the Chiefs are going to be good again next year. There's no doubt. Will they win it all? Who knows? But they'll be good again.
Oh yeah, the Eagles will be good again next year too, buddy.
No doubt. No doubt. The Eagles aren't going anywhere. I mean, the Eagles started out slow, and everybody wanted to fire the coach, just like the coach of Michigan.
Yep.
Everybody wanted to fire him when – that's why you can't listen to the fans or the social media that you see out there. It's just people with an opinion who really don't know Jack or Jill, and they don't make the decisions. How about if both of those teams fired those head coaches? The Eagles, when they were calling for his head early in the season, and Michigan's coach. They wanted to run him out of town. And they both won it all.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Franny.
Yes, Jorge.
Yeah, what did you honestly think of the halftime show?
I told him I gave it like a C+, B-. I didn't think it was fantastic, but I didn't think it was terrible either. I mean, I was entertained somewhat. Yeah, and it wasn't necessarily, there were some songs that were like, oh, I know that. But same thing, I don't really listen to Kendrick Lamar. I know that he's massive in the hip-hop world. Even on pop, they play his song, you can't even get away from it on Wild 95.5, which is our top 40 station. But, I can appreciate music for what it is. Like I said, wasn't great, wasn't bad.
You call that music?
It's a form of music, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's definitely not for me.
It's not every music is going to be for everybody.
It's just not. I mean, that's just what it is. No matter what act they put out there, there's always going to be people who enjoy and people who don't. I think the expectations for a halftime show at the Super Bowl are so high. I mean, when you hear a Super Bowl show, halftime show, it's like, wow, you know what I mean?
And don't get me wrong, I think it's especially with Jay-Z, he's the one behind the music. I do understand it has gotten a lot urban the past few years, and that's a lot of him, but people are saying, hey, let's switch it up next year, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I hate country music, but I would rather hear country music than that be.
That's what they want, and a lot of people are saying they want a country artist next year. So.
That's a strong word.
Where's the Super Bowl?
Next year? San Francisco.
San Fran. Oh.
It's a strong word there, buddy. Hate. Say not a fan of or dislike.
Oh, yeah. I'm full of it, buddy. I'm full of it.
We know. Well, but what'd you think of Tom's watch? $750,000 his watch he had on.
Yeah, it's a pocket change for him, Greg.
Oh, I know. He's loaded. He definitely is. There was no mentions of Giselle yesterday either. I wonder if he's going to buy her a gift. Think he buys her a gift for the baby?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Yeah.
No?
Nah.
He'll probably buy some condoms for a boyfriend.
A little late. Little late.
Yeah.
All right, Jorge. Thanks for watching. I knew you were going to watch the game. You said you were going to boycott, but a lot of people said they were going to boycott the game, and I don't think a lot of people did. I don't think 1/4 of what people said that they weren't going to watch it. They just throw it out there. But I'm glad nobody got hurt that we've heard so far reports in Philadelphia. They celebrated. They did have a couple fires, but nothing crazy.
Oh, yeah. You know what? what? They deserved it, the Eagles. They played a real good game.
Yeah, they did. There's it's gin clear. They were the better team yesterday. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So
they got some physical players on that team too.
Well, they're young guys. A lot of them from Georgia. They played a very good defense. They put so much pressure on Mahomes. You can't throw on your back. You can only pay your rent. Remember, I've always said that.
Mm-hmm.
And he got a lot. And that's exactly how he lost to Tampa a couple years ago in the Super Bowl. Same thing. They were all over him, but they blitzed a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just glad to see Mahomes not win it this year, buddy.
All right. Well, I think you've made that clear.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing green today, by the way, for the Eagles.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, between the Chiefs losing the Super Bowl and Trump winning the election, life doesn't get any better, buddy.
I think you've made that gin clear. All right, don't ever change, buddy. You're one in a million.
All right.
Stay out of trouble. 877-927-6969. There is a brothel in Vegas that was telling the Eagles you can come for free. And they
always do.
Car service, but they're stepping it up. Car service. Also, they'll tape it for them if they want to, I don't know if they're going to want to tape, but they did offer that. They also offer transportation and everything. I mean, you can't make it much easier than that. Now, this is if you're on the Eagles, not if you're an Eagle fan. So just calm down.
Oh, okay.
Tom's looking like, oh, yeah, let me think about this. Not if you're an Eagle fan.
No.
If you should do it. Starbucks is giving free coffee today, by the way. Franny put that out. So, but limited offers.
Yeah.
So if you go to Starbucks and they're out of it, don't curse Franny out.
And you got to have the Starbucks rewards. You got to have the app for it, which is super easy to sign up. So it is that time, and I know Greek is going to hate these, but I have some fun facts for you.
What? Is it about bathroom again?
It's yeah, sure. Yeah, it's fun facts. Fun facts. All right, let's tell you what the holidays are today. We do know that it is a day that a lot of people call out sick. Super Bowl. Oh, what did we say the name? Somebody came up with a name for it, something Monday. But it is the day after the Super Bowl, so there are some holidays based around that. G-Man, I promise it's not going to be as bad as you think, all right? So, February 10th. Wow. I just know you don't like bathroom talk.
Dominic, what is wrong with you?
I know, and I love that. I love that you pile on, Dominic. It is Clean Out Your Computer Day, National Have a Brownie Day.
Oh, that's nice. I had a brownie last night.
National Flannel Day, National Football Hangover Day.
Mm-hmm.
It is Teddy Day, Oatmeal Day if you like oatmeal, Umbrella Day, and what we're going to talk about, it is always observed the day after the Super Bowl, is National Poop Day. Now, G-Man, I promise you, it's not going to be terrible.
I really thought you were kidding.
I was not, because I decided to go a way that's not going to gross you out, because I know it's lunchtime. So these are some crazy poop facts to celebrate National Poop Day, which is always observed after the Super Bowl. I did not know that.
Chiefs play like
Super
poop.
Bowl plus sewer surge. Cities like New York City and Chicago reported massive spikes in toilet flushing. That's interesting. During halftime and after the Super Bowl, as millions of fans take bathroom breaks at the same time.
I believe
So
it.
they noticed at one point, there was that one spot with the cartoons like, hey, it's a time for you right now to go to the bathroom. Telling you, go to the bathroom right now.
It happens at regular games when you're at a game. You go to halftime, you can't get in the men's room. You wait, after the game, packed. I mean,
So
when the game's going on, you got a good shot.
They notice a spike at a certain time in major cities. This one, elephant poo, is used to make eco-friendly paper.
Oh, nice.
Since elephants only digest about 45% of their food, they said that their poop is full of fibers, which is perfect for paper making.
Nice.
Gee, that piece of paper you have in front of you?
Elephant poop.
Gotcha.
I love it.
I wonder if that's expensive. Elephant poop paper.
I don't know, but I'll look it up.
Some animals, like deep sea creatures called sea cucumbers, I don't know if you've ever seen those before, can turn minerals in their digestive system into crystal-like structures. Essentially, G-Man, pooping out something similar to a diamond.
Wow, that's impressive.
Right?
Oh.
They said...
You know how many rooms are in the White House?
A Chinese entrepreneur once tried to sell tea fertilized with panda poop for $35,000 per pound, claiming it had massive health benefits. They say the sloth is famous for being slow, but its poop speed is shocking. Sloths only poop out once a week, losing about a third of their body weight in one single go.
Wow.
A third. That's because they only go once a week. This I'll save that one for last. I only have 2 more. Don't worry, G-Man. Scientists found that human poop contains tiny amounts of gold and other valuable metals, suggesting that mining sewage could be a real thing, but gross.
Come on, G-Man.
Start mining for
Chiefs lost.
metals. And then finally here, I got to look into this story because it was one of these facts, and I was like, what? This is going to be the grossest one. I'm sorry. The rest were like kind of interesting. The longest recorded
poop
human, 26 feet long, achieved in 1995 by a woman who ate a high-fiber diet for a long time and let it unroll continuously on a bowling alley floor.
Oh, my God. This is terrible.
I got to look that up.
It's like watching a game over.
I am so curious.
All right, stop, Dominic.
26 feet on the bowling alley floor continuously?
How long did that take?
Don't tell me that you're not intrigued by this, Dom. I want to look at it, too.
Was that a strike or a spur?
I don't know, but I saw this and I was like, I gotta see it.
Oh, my God. You're killing
And there
me.
you go. I'm done.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Awesome.
no problem. The rest were interesting. Diamonds, gold. I thought you would like that. Uh-huh.
I know a couple people who think their poop is like diamonds.
Because it don't stink? Is that what you say? Because our S don't stink?
They're just like, what? Franny, thank you.
Are you sure?
On a tough Monday. I don't want to say tough.
It's tough for you.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get up a little sluggish, but there's been other Super Bowls were way worse. Way worse. I remember that one Super Bowl, me and my 3 friends were in Miami. We had the Niners big. I talked about it. We got annihilated. And actually, I talked to my buddy Leo's sister last night. She still remembers when I was like, I can't believe it when we first woke up. And Leo goes, he was sitting on the other side of the couch in the room, and he goes, what's wrong? I said, I can't believe we woke up. I said, that's what I can't believe.
I can't believe we woke up.
I said, man, because that would have been a good night to end it. The 3 of us together was a great Super Bowl. We lost 54,000.
Jeez.
877-927-6969. Oh, it does. It does. 69. Who do we got on hold? We got another, who? Someone else?
Yep, we have Peppy on the phone.
Peppy, what's up, Peppy?
I have some negative things to say about the Super Bowl. First of all, the game sucked. The game was a bad played game, but I'm glad that the Kansas City Chiefs got put where they belong.
Okay.
The loss column. Explain to me about commercials. Was this supposed to be good about commercials? Because I didn't get it. I don't get it. Was this supposed to be good commercials?
Again, it's opinion-based.
Yeah.
It's like the halftime show. I mean, some people thought it was good. Some people thought they were bad.
Oh.
But I was the same as you, Peppy. I left underwhelmed with the commercials. There was some that made me just chuckle a little bit, but other than that, it was. I've seen better.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that was super good. Not for $8 million.
I've seen all 59 games, so it tells you how old I am. That being said, Franny, I got to disagree with you. That halftime show was a bomb. What was that? Seriously, we're watching it, and we're asking, what is he doing? What is this? What was it? What was it all about?
Listen, I heard that commentary from a lot of people on social media. You're not the only one who said that.
I don't get it. I mean, is that his shtick? Is that what he does? Is that his act?
I guess.
Yeah.
I've never seen him live.
Mm-hmm.
They said that there was hidden messages in there. So, and there was a lot of this. So I think it was more for him and his fans who understand it. And obviously, hopefully, the whole purpose of that, too, is to gain new fans. I don't know if he did. I'm sure he did. Obviously, not you, Peppy, but...
But seriously, man, I mean, I was asking people. A lot of people never even heard of this guy. I mean, I don't understand why they don't put somebody on that's known, that people know, that people. I don't get it. I didn't get it.
Well, and that's the thing is that you don't have to. A lot of people do. This dude has even won a Pulitzer Prize, and a lot of people don't realize that. So he's got a lot of great work that he's done in fans.
But it's not for everybody.
It's
obviously.
not for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like all kinds of music and all kinds of artists. It's just not for everybody.
Well, you see, when you say that, do you think that he was well taken at that Super Bowl by the people that were there? Do you think that was a good show?
I can't base my opinion. The crowd seemed to be into it, but who knows? Maybe they were pumping in crowd noise. I have no idea. But like I said, from what I saw, the narrative on things I looked at social media, no, it wasn't received well, kind of like you. But to my opinion is I don't think it should have been bashed as badly as people are. I'm not saying it was the best.
Okay. Okay. And Greek, you brought something up. Please don't start making excuses for Mahomes that he had a concussion. Please.
Pepe, you've been listening to me a long time. I didn't say I said that. I said it was on social media. I did not say it. It was out there in the first quarter when he got hit. He banged his head. And some people are speculating, did he have a concussion? He never said anything. I did not say that at all. The Eagles killed the Chiefs yesterday. They kicked their ass. I've been saying that gin clear.
And you expected the complete opposite, correct? Or did you expect a close game?
I expect a close game, but I thought the Chiefs would win. No doubt. I wouldn't have bet money on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I said Chiefs all week. But the Chiefs have made me so much money, I can't complain. I really can't. The team covered, I think, 8 or 9 playoff games in a row.
All right, let me ask you another question and I listened to you guys, but I must have missed something. Did you start betting again? You've been betting?
Yeah, I've been betting. I would say a little while ago. Yeah, I didn't bet for a while. What?
What happened?
I don't know. I just got bored.
But it's been a long time that you've been back on the betting horse, right?
Yeah. I've been again giving picks, but it's been a while.
Are you into it like you used to be?
No, nowhere near. No, not at all. Doing a lot of charity work now, Pep.
What? Franny, you were talking about you guys get to speak to a lot more people than I do. What was the take on the game overall?
A blowout.
Yeah, I think some people, from what I've heard, a lot of people happy that the Chiefs didn't win. I have heard that narrative.
Right.
But I did hear people saying it was one of the worst Super Bowls that they watched. So I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it was like the Ram one a couple years ago when the New England played them 13-3. It was anticlimactic. I mean, it was 24-0 at half.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think most people thought it was going to be a close game and a good game, and it didn't turn out. It just turned out to be the Eagles just blowing them out.
All right. Well, thanks for taking my call.
Always, Pep. Keep in touch. And we didn't talk to you for a little while, so Happy New Year, good health, and good luck in 2025. Always welcome your call, buddy. Thank you. It is the Penthouse. We'll come back in a few minutes. We'll come back with, I don't know. We'll come back with a trifecta. How's that?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Just wing it.
We'll wing it. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Did you know in certain countries, for one in the Netherlands, if you are disabled, they give you a budget to hire prostitutes to have sex with you if you're a disabled person.
You have to be a citizen.
You're asking for a friend?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Florida Turnpike looks good for our Monday commute. Boca Raton, we're slow due to that ongoing road work. It's I-95 South, right after Congress Avenue. Right lane there is blocked. That's traffic on duty. Stuart.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows that with job site delivery as soon as same day, you can get what you need without losing valuable time. They help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes for same-day delivery. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See lowes.com/same-day delivery for details.
During tax season, your personal info travels to a lot of places you can't control. Between payroll, your home office, your tax preparer, and the IRS, if your W-2 gets exposed, that's just the ticket for identity thieves. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't let identity thieves take you for a ride. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Hey, today's a tough day to go to work for a lot of people because the day after the big game, everybody thinks should be a holiday. Well, guess what? There's no holidays when you're figuring out your plans for your retirement and what your 401k is doing. You got to get with a team that's not taking a holiday or taking a day off after the big game, and that's Trajan Wealth. Call them today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Offices in West Palm Beach. You might have lost the big game yesterday, and you might have won. No matter what, you still need a plan for when you retire so you can enjoy South Florida. You can enjoy the things that you really want to do, whether it's playing golf or maybe hanging hanging poolside, or just kicking back and enjoying the weather down here. Trajan Wealth can help you. They'll make you forget about if you lost a big game and look at the future. Because guess what? Next year, there's going to be another big game. Call Trajan Wealth today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Peace. Advisory services offered by Trajan Wealth, LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
When you're running a small business, every dollar counts. And there's lots of ways you could try saving money, like, say, subletting half your office to an exotic pet shop, or downsizing your fleet of catering trucks to a fleet of catering scooters. Or you could try a smarter way to save. Switch to Comcast Business Mobile. It can save you up to 70% on business wireless compared to AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, and save you the hassle of having a parrot as your desk mate. So don't compromise your business to save money. Keep it growing with Comcast Business Mobile, an incredible value and smarter way to save. Comcast Business Mobile, powering smarter savings, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Compares weighted average of providers based on optimized pricing. Comcast Business Internet required. Reduced speeds after data usage included with plan. Savings may vary.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up the whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
You said bye-bye to big government. Now it's time to trim the fat from big wireless. Pure Talk gives you the exact same service. They use the same cell towers, the same 5G network. You get better customer service, and you pay half the price for the exact same thing. Get unlimited talk, text, 15 gigs of data with mobile hotspot for just $35 a month. Make the switch. You simply dial pound 250, say the keyword, save now, save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Tap into your well-being with Audible audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Expand your life with expert insight and motivation for better health, habits, relationships, finance, and more. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
Real Radio weather.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. We're expecting beautiful conditions to continue. High temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. And then we'll start to have a nice cool down overnight. Not as much fog expected for tomorrow morning, but still expect some areas of patchy fog and also the possibility for a passing shower once we get past that 3 p.m. hour.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com.
In a world where every second counts,
bird flu is spreading nationwide, driving up egg prices.
iHeartRadio has one podcast that keeps you informed. 24/7 News, the latest. Today's latest news every hour in just 4 minutes.
Rex Heuermann's case is being adjourned again.
Be the first to know.
President Trump has sent a loud and clear message.
iHeartRadio's 24/7 News, the latest. Open the free iHeart app and listen now.
Real Radio 92.1. We are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday, the Monday after the big game. Did you call in sick today? Let us know. And do you feel guilty? Or did you maybe have a plan to call in sick and after the game was really a snoozer, you said, I'm going to go to work. Dominic's in the house?
E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagles!
Let's go Birds! She can spell it any way she wants. They won the Super Bowl. Franny's in the house.
What's going on?
It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's trifecta.
Gators won a big game on Saturday. Hats off to them, and they beat Auburn on their own court. They were getting 10 points, and hats off to the Gators beating Auburn, number one in the country. Watch out for the Gators during the season and March Madness, because I think the Gators are going to make a nice little run. Panthers won on Saturday night. We gave a lot of people tickets to that. They won 5-1 over the Senators. And the Jets and Aaron Rodgers look like they're headed to divorce court. It's over. Speculation has been out there and now is confirmed by one of the Jet people in their organization that Rodgers and the Jets are done. They're going to move on from Rodgers. He's going to have to find a new neighborhood if he wants to continue playing. The big game was the Super Bowl yesterday, 59. Eagles won 40-22. The game went over the total. The big bet yesterday was under. A lot of professional gamblers were telling everybody to bet the under in the game. Hurts was the MVP. He threw 2 touchdown passes, scored for 1, led his team in rushing. So hats off to the Eagles. They are the champs. After 2 years ago, they lost to the Chiefs, and supposedly that was Hurts' screen saver on his phone, him walking off the field with all the confetti behind him. He said it motivated him for a long time. And I think he's a good quarterback. Is he great? I don't know if you want to use the word great, but he's a very good quarterback, and he put up with a lot. He got benched in Alabama, went to Oklahoma, and he's played well. And he wears some nice ice, and his girlfriend's hot. So putting that all together, we give him a thumbs up. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Pillard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Plaza. Dom, do you have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Lee on the phone.
What's up, Lee?
Today.
We're doing good, sir. How are you?
Good. Hey, I got to tell you about my Saturday night. I'm an over-the-road truck driver, and I don't get home much. And I got home Friday afternoon, and my poor wife's been going through a lot of stuff lately. She's got a older sister that's sick, and she became her power of attorney, and my wife's been having a rough time. She got out of work Saturday, came home, and she was like almost at a breakdown point. And I was like, honey, get dressed. I says, let's go out somewhere. Let's go out for a ride.
Okay.
Well, we went out to that new we went out to that new Brighton casino.
Okay.
We walked in green for $500.
Okay.
We walked out 2.5 hours later with $1,600.
Wow.
Nice. All right. Way to be. Yeah. Good job.
And it was all on slot machines.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Everything was so loose. I tell you what, it definitely brought her out of her funk, and it was a lot of fun. And I thought about you.
Well, thank you for listening. I'm glad you won, and I'm glad it put a smile on your wife's face going through a bad time.
Yeah, you're a good husband for taking her out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get her out of the house. And like I said, I'm never home, so she's dealing with a lot of the stuff all by herself. So it's like, let's go.
That's great.
Man, I'm so good. Yep. And we even had dinner and still walked out with $1,600.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't beat that. That's perfect. If you won at casino anytime with $1, you're lucky.
Right.
It's usually losing. So I'm glad you had a good time. You deserve it. And thanks for listening to Real Radio. We appreciate it.
Oh, I've been listening since the Love Doctor days.
Oh, great. Well, I hope we keep you entertained.
Oh, you do. I tell you what, you guys are my lifeline. I mean, I got the iHeartRadio app on all day long at 92.1.
Well, thank you so much, bro. We appreciate it. And congratulations on the win. I always love to hear when people win.
All right, y'all have a great day.
God bless. Good job. You have somebody else, Tom?
Yep. Next up we have is Evan.
Evan, good afternoon. Evan, how are you on this lovely, nice South Florida day?
Doing well. How'd you do on your over and under on your phone calls or texts?
It went over.
Yeah, you figured that. Yeah, okay.
Especially when the Chiefs got to get their ass kicked.
What was the number?
163.
Oh, okay, and you said you got over 200? What did you get?
It was like 224.
Oh, jeez.
But you can only text twice.
Okay.
I think I got more when the Chiefs got their ass kicked because everybody was bitching.
Yeah. Well, I was expecting, even going into the fourth quarter, there was something about Pat Mahomes that you just go, maybe they're going to come back. Maybe they're going to come back. But because I just enjoyed the game. I think the MVP should have been the Philadelphia
defense.
The defense should have been the MVP.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they never have done that before. They've given it to two guys on defense with the Cowboys years ago, and the Bears, I believe. I think the Bears did it once too. I'm not sure.
I think one was Randy White.
Yeah, and Harvey Martin got it one year for Dallas, long time ago.
Harvey Martin, yep, long time ago, yep. But the thing is, something about it was like with Brady, you never know. It was like with Brady, you always like the Atlanta game is what I was trying to think of. The Atlanta game was the same way. I said, that son of a bitch is going to come back and win that game.
23. But the difference in the games were Atlanta made mistakes, turnovers, turned the ball over. And Philly didn't do any of that. They had one turnover and interception earlier in the game, and that's it. And the defense was all over them.
Well, the Atlanta game, they also didn't run the ball. They passed. They didn't run out the clock.
Well, when you watch the game, if you remember that game, Brady had a pick 6 too. And then when Mahomes got one of my buddies was like, oh, my God, it's set up the same way. It's 24-0. It was 28-3. Brady got picked off. He's getting picked off. I mean, again, it was one of those games. The Eagles played good. I was very surprised that the Chiefs didn't make adjustments with Andy Reid and them, or I would have started in the second quarter rolling out Mahomes and, made him on the run where he had a little bit of a move. They left him in the pocket, and the Eagles' defensive line was very, very good, and there was only 4 of them rushing.
Yeah, I don't think they blitzed at all, did they?
Nope. They didn't have to.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's very good. Yeah, a very good. I wish Vic Fangio would have done that here with the Dolphins.
Well, again, it's like a lot of people say the same thing, Evan, and you're a smart guy and you're a sports fan. He didn't have the players he had on the Dolphins. And just like Barkley would have never had 2,000 yards with the Giants this year, and people think he would have. He wouldn't have had 2,000 yards. It's not happening. I got a better chance of going home tonight and Kim Kardashian's in my shower. It's not happening. Maybe Dominic, but not Kim Kardashian.
That's funny. And Jorge, he's the Archie Bunker of your show.
Jorge's a caller, listener, and he calls in every once in a while and has an opinion like everybody else. Again, you guys call in with the phone calls. We don't represent the phone calls. We just take them.
Oh, I think he's great. I just like that he has his opinion and he doesn't waver anyway.
Well, that's what Real Radio was built on. So we're going to let you guys call up and have an opinion on everything. If we think it's too much, we don't want anything bad either way. But this show is an entertaining show that we're just having a good time and trying to make the day go by.
Well, I'm glad you had fun yesterday, even though if you lost some money.
It was all right. I mean, it wasn't. There's been other Super Bowls. Forget it. It wasn't even in the top 5. My friends were going over the top 5 losses. Didn't even make the top 5 because the game went over. So once it went over, it washed out a lot of stuff.
Sure.
And I had a lot of prop bets.
You gonna have the zone on today?
Yeah, we're doing a zone today, of course. The Monday after the game, we got to do the zone, baby. We got Defo, your buddy, calling.
Oh, good. All right. I'll be listening.
All right, pal. Thank you for always tuning in. Dom, you have somebody else?
Yep, we have Earl from South Philly.
Earl, what's up?
Great.
Yes.
How you doing, buddy? You all sad or what? How much did you lose?
I'm okay, Earl.
Look at Greek. Look at Greek. He's all unhappy.
I don't think I'm in a bad mood today at all. I don't think there's been worse Sundays. There's been worse Mondays, Earl.
No, I hear you. You sound upbeat, but I told you should listen to my advice. I told you 42-17 Eagles, and they came damn close.
No, they did. They played great. Their defense was outstanding.
They did, didn't they? Yeah, it was. They smithereened them, as they say back in the hood.
Mm-hmm. They did. They played well. It was the same way he lost a couple years ago to Tampa. He had no time, and I just thought that the Chiefs would have made some adjustments, but they didn't make any.
Nah. Well, let's give the Eagles the credit. They couldn't make any adjustments.
I thought they should have rolled him out. I really thought Mahomes should have been rolled out. He couldn't stay in the pocket. There was no way. That Eagle defense, those front four were so overmatched, 5 against 4, which people don't remember, and they didn't even blitz.
Yeah, they didn't have one blitz. That's amazing. Well, the big parade is Friday. I'll report back to you from there, okay?
You're going to the parade?
I'll be there in my mind, if nothing else.
Okay, all right. Well, report back Friday. It's a perfect day Friday because it's the day of love and it's the city of brotherly love, so it's perfect.
That's right. It's my hometown. I'll keep you posted, all right?
All right, buddy.
Some advice, man.
All right.
Remain victimless.
All right. Well, thanks for listening and checking in on me, brother. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy.
Peace.
All right.
877-927-6969. That's the number if you call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. If you want to know if I'm okay, yes, I'm fine. This wasn't even in the top 5 losses of Super Bowls. There's been some Super Bowls where we're like, what? This wasn't even there.
What does the lowest of the top 5 start at for losses? I'm not going to ask you what the top one is, but what is the lowest one start at for you?
Lowest?
Like at number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
I would guess around like 6, 7. Lowest. And go up from there.
Okay.
Yeah. But this was almost like a break even. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't even
Because
bet.
there's other bets you won.
Yeah. I had the over.
Okay.
We had Worthy. I did a video on Saturday where I told everybody just bet the over. We had Smith over. So there were some prop bets in there. We lost. Yeah. We still got our ass kicked. I mean, who likes losing?
But it could have been worse, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. It could have been a lot worse. Yeah. But no matter what happens, I was coming to work. I mean, that's your obligation. That's your job. You get up and you do your job. You know what I mean? You got to put on a smile and be happy. This afternoon, I'll be out with my friends, have a cigar, and so now we'll go to New York Prime. It's not really going to change.
Nothing's changed.
Another day.
Yeah, just another day.
Another day.
It's just another day.
Yep. So these are the men least likely to cheat, according to a divorce attorney. Name is Kate Simmons, revealed the professions of men she considers safe to be in a relationship with.
Oh, my God.
At least when it comes to infidelity.
Okay.
Now, according to her...
Go slow, because I'm going to write this down, because I'm looking for a nice
these the kind of guys you're going to be with?
Yeah.
So they see the worst ways. They said this person, divorce attorney, see the worst ways married people can treat each other. And a pair of them are sharing some of their insider knowledge. It is Chris and Kate Simmons of the Simmons Law Group in Arizona. They have been practicing family law for over a decade and a half, giving them a lot of experience. And they said this, and they've seen a lot of reasons for couples who end up splitting. So they share some of their secrets. But this one in particular, she says these are the 3 types of men she has learned are the least likely to cheat based on her many years of working with clients. So if you're in a relationship with one of these types of men, she claims you're safe. Obviously, not blanket statement. You may not be. But she goes to give a list of these 3 professions. All right, G-Man?
I'm ready.
Number 3. Start dating yourself an accountant. She's, I think you're pretty safe with accountant. She says you should be good with no cheating with accountant. She said so far in her line of work, she has never seen an accountant get a divorce.
Okay.
In her 10.5 years. Not to say that they haven't. This is just her personal experience.
Her opinion,
This one, number 2, pharmacist. No cheating in pharmacy, she says. That's what she shares. And the number 1 profession who she says is least likely to have an affair, farmers. If you're married to or in a relationship with a farmer, I predict no cheating will occur. She says a lot of this has to do with that's just their life.
Yeah.
And unless you be part of that or whatever, you'll be okay. But most of the time, just really involved with their work.
Now, a pharmacist, well, a farmer, who's he going to meet? I mean, he's just, you know, I mean,
well,
he's
there's
out.
farmers only.
But you know what I'm trying to say. You're out on a
Isn't
farm.
that the dating app, farmersonly.com?
I mean, but you're on a farm. You wake up 4 a.m, milk the cows, and you're hanging out. It's just your crew around you. You might not be really exposed. Accountant and pharmacist, they're not like exciting jobs. Like a pharmacist, usually when you go, sort of like God, I don't know. Usually you pray when you need something. You usually go to pharmacist when you got to pick up medicine. So you're not in the best moods. An accountant, I don't know. They're not exciting jobs. But you can meet people anywhere.
Just crunching numbers all day long. But even and that's the thing. During tax season, say bye-bye. Like, you're not going to see those people for a while.
No, I got a couple of friends who are accountants, and they always say it's like 3-4 months you don't even see them. They'll go morning to night, and that's it. But again, it's not a blanket statement. I remember we were talking about this. They said one of the worst ones is doctors. That
nurses.
Well, that they cheat and everything like that. But I think
to me, you would think a pilot would be over a doctor just because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They travel all the time.
And I also think like a pilot.
And it's a uniform.
Yeah, but it's a sexy job.
A sexy job.
To me, like when people see you, like, ooh, you're a pilot? Ooh. And you're all over the place. You're meeting people in and out. I mean, even when the girls like walk on the plane, they sit the pilots there like, hey, what's going on? I tell my buddy, he was in a slump. I said, go on a plane to like JetBlue and take one of their shirts and wave to them when they come in. You got a shot. You never know. Then you sit down. I'm not a pilot. I'm just pretending to be one. Yeah, it just seems like
he definitely won't get in trouble for that.
No.
Oh, he's going to get screwed.
You didn't hear that from Real Radio.
Yeah, he might get laid. I think a pilot's one of those jobs. There are certain jobs that and also your exposure to the opposite sex. I mean, there's some jobs, it's around you all the time. So you got a good chance. But it's a person at the end of the day. I don't care what job it is. You could be in Starbucks. You could be working for the Yankees. You could be working at a golf cart place. If you want to cheat, you're going to cheat. But I think there are more certain professions that are going to enhance it. I think a surgeon.
Yeah. And they did, and this is what they came out with, the most dateable professions of 2025. And dateable, not even cheating. It's healthcare, number 1. Mm-hmm. And you said more likely to cheat, but they're like, no, these are the most dateable careers. Healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, therapists, they were number 1 on there.
Wow.
Education, 2. Emergency response, firefighters, EMTs, law. So it's a lot of things you wouldn't think. Business, marketing, sales, science, tech, and then finance that ended up rounding it out. But yeah, that's interesting to see somebody's opinion thinking that a doctor would be on the most cheated. And then you see something else saying like, no, they're the most dateable kind.
I mean, it's like everything.
But I think they look at more like a breadwinner kind of situation.
Yeah, and I think it's everything we speak about. There isn't anything that's 100%. Like I know a couple therapists, excluding my brother, that their lives are so whacked, men and women. I mean, craziness that goes on. Crazy to me that I know. And then they're giving advice all day long. Now, they could be, good at that. Doesn't mean they're bad at their profession.
Yeah, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, but it just seems a little odd to me, certain things. Because my thought process is that they have a very good life, stable, no craziness. But a couple that I know, male and female, are just far from stable. So if you're paying $275 an hour, you're getting screwed. 877-927-6969. Dominic's in the house today. Got a couple more hours, buddy. With that Ghostbuster shirt on today. And, of course, Franny's here, and I am here. We'll come back in a few minutes with some Florida stories and a lot more. Peace.
You're listening to Real Radio, available everywhere you want to listen. Yeah, even there. On our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center, have you or a loved one suffered from nursing home abuse? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Broken down cars slowing us down on 95 North. This is the ramp to PGA Boulevard East. Look out, right lane of that off-ramp is blocked. And you will find a delay 95 in Boca Raton, slow south after Congress Avenue. That's traffic on duty. Stuart.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Tap into your well-being with Audible audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Expand your life with expert insight and motivation for better health, habits, relationships, finance, and more. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
I'm John Morgan. When people stop me to ask, what's my case worth, here's what I tell them. All law firms are not the same at all. You see, the most important part of anyone's injury case is the firm you hire. The insurance company knows exactly which firms fight for full value and which firms will settle your case for pennies on the dollar. Our firm has recovered billions and billions and billions. $3 billion last year alone. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's the Greek and St. Catherine's Greek Fest. That's right, this Saturday, February 15th. Make sure you're there for great Greek food, great Greek music, and dancing. They got it going on for you and the whole family. This is a great time you don't want to miss. Even if you're not Greek, you'll feel like a Greek that day. Get over to the Greek Fest this Saturday, the 15th of February, the day after the Day of Love. Give yourself some love and enjoy the Greek Fest with the Greek. Opa, baby. Greek Fest this Saturday, February 15th at St. Catherine's. Peace.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe to Palm Beach. 7 days a week, that's where the beautiful ladies are. And on Friday night, guess what? Fantasy Friday. Stop in. The girls at Monroe's will make your fantasies become a reality. A 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a great music scene. You can't beat Monroe's. It's the ingredient to a perfect night. And if you like sports, it's a perfect place to watch a game. Because if your team wins or loses, it doesn't matter. You're with a Monroe lady, and you're always in the winner's circle. Monroe's at Palm Beach, where all the beautiful girls are. Peace.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
You said bye-bye to big government. Now it's time to trim the fat from big wireless. Pure Talk gives you the exact same service. They use the same cell towers, the same 5G network. You get better customer service, and you pay half the price for the exact same thing. Get unlimited talk, text, 15 gigs of data with mobile hotspot for just $35 a month. Make the switch. You simply dial pound 250, say the keyword, save now, save an additional 50% off your first month. Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Get ready for our 2025 iHeart Podcast Awards.
March 10th, we'll honor the very best in podcasting from the past year and celebrate the most innovative talent and creators in the industry. And you'll help decide who wins Podcast of the Year. Vote now at iHeartPodcastAwards.com.
Lenovo is proud to be a part of the iHeart Podcast Awards at South by Southwest, where creativity and innovation collide. With the new Legion Go S, the first licensed handheld powered by SteamOS, your game goes anywhere. Visit Lenovo.com/Legion Go, empowering creators everywhere.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. We're expecting beautiful conditions to continue. High temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. And then we'll start to have a nice cool down overnight. Not as much fog expected for tomorrow morning, but still expect some areas of patchy fog and also the possibility for a passing shower once we get past that 3 p.m. hour.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Let Express Employment Professionals help you hire for contract or full-time jobs. Forget about recruiting, sifting through resumes, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Go to ExpressPros.com to find the location near you. That's ExpressPros.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword GRAND at realradio921.com. That's GRAND. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Love you guys.
Love you too. Stay out of shape.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday after the big game.
A girl tells you she loves you and you tell her to stay in shape or stay out of shape.
It's not the first blunder I've made with women. I made a career of them. So I can't say that. I mean, that's, calling somebody the wrong name in the bedroom is a bad thing. Almost.
Yeah.
You can't come back from that. I mean, you really got to be like, ooh, that was a slip.
You got to be a pro if you come back from that one.
Yeah, you got to be pretty impressive in a lot of ways, and I am sometimes, and you got to really be able to have some things quick around you to cool the thing down, like a fire extinguisher.
Cartier bracelet.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Or a ton of cash. Now, if they don't know their name, I don't know what's worse. I'll ask Franny, because she's a female. What do you think's worse? And I know this never happens to you. If you get the name wrong, or if you call him an ex's name.
But either way, the name's wrong.
I understand, but I said, what do you think is worse?
Like if I realize that's their ex's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they both suck, but I think that one might sting a little bit more.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so. Tom, remember that when you're with some guys.
Oh yeah. Phil. Oh, wait, Tom.
I meant
this
Joey.
guy.
Oh, my God. I got a cigar from a buddy of mine a couple of days ago. A very expensive cigar. Goes, smoke it after the Super Bowl to win. I'm like, all right. I text this one. I go, all right, I don't know what I should do with it. Do you want it back?
Break it in half.
Yeah. You know what? I might give it to you. Actually, I got it in my car, and maybe you'll enjoy it because this is a strong cigar. I'm not going to. Let's go over to Franny, the one who's stable.
I'm going to just break it in half and put something else in it.
All right, we've got to stop with the
There was that one of his, you can make it out there. I saw one of your half cigars in the parking lot. I was like, yep, Greek definitely smoking cigars on a Saturday.
Oh, yeah, it was there Saturday.
Like,
I was
need to
very
get you an
depressed.
ashtray for outside.
I
So
was
you're just
very
not throwing them in the.
Yeah, I was very depressed.
Just throwing it out.
That was sad.
Yeah.
I got to remember where you parked, too.
Yeah, you park like right there, right where I parked. There's a half a cigar there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Littering.
I'm sorry. Franny's here.
All right, I am here. Hi.
Florida stories?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to go get it right now.
Florida.
Oh, now you are?
Florida.
Did you say
Florida. I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
All right. Well, what the Florida? I will make this a little bit more PG, but yes, we have a male masseuse that
Brandon, you
decided.
think he forgot his keys? He's going to get locked out?
He's going to get locked out. We're not going to be able. Gosh darn it. I don't know. We'll know. He'll send us.
All right.
Well, he left. Did he leave his phone too? So if he gets locked out.
Yep, he left his phone too.
So to get in and out of our building, if people are not aware, we need a key fob every single time to get in and out of the building. And he did just leave without a keys, without phone, without anything to get his cigar. But maybe he'll be smart and he'll prop the door open. And so now Dom is probably right, where he probably left his keys and went to go get it. And now he's locked out of the building. Oh, we shall see.
Only G-Man.
So there was a male masseuse who thought that his male clientele wanted what they call a happy ending. And so the dude, his name is Hector Posada, 45, massage therapist here in Florida, Clearwater, works at the Botanica Day Spa. I don't know if he still does. Well, I guess he thought it was going that way and that the dude's a victim is what he is, but his client wanted what he was going to give him. So he, at first, touched his member and the guy was like, whoa. But at first he just was like, maybe it's just a mistake. Just a slight touch. And then things got a little bit more intense. That's when the guy jumped off the table. They said, ended the session, left the business, called the police, like right away, just to let him know what was going on. So during the initial questioning, I have a feeling, oh no, he's in the building. During the initial questioning, he denied, and he was like, that never happened. Don't know what you're talking about. They said he did retain legal counsel, declined to speak to detectives about anything else. He is due court today, actually. But they do say that there was enough evidence, including DNA, to pinpoint this guy. And I love it because if you do see on his LinkedIn page, it says he's a massage therapist, esthetician, and he has successfully balanced clients' needs while delivering exceptional service.
Nice.
Yes, he said, my dedication to quality has led to an increase in client retention, showcasing my commitment to client satisfaction.
Sure does.
Goes above and beyond, I guess. But you got to make sure that they want it before you do it. And this guy did not. Next up in your What the Florida, we have a terrible situation. Mother and son. This happened in the Villages. The mom is 81, mind you. Her son, 56, Michael Holland. Well, he was in the bedroom of their home that he shares with his mom in the Villages. And they said it was like shortly before midnight when she entered the bedroom and asked him if he could please turn down the music because it's almost midnight. I need to go to bed. Well, that's when the simple request of turning down your music, 56-year-old dude, come on, enraged him. He grabbed her arm and started shaking her, telling her to get out of his room. She later told deputies that her son had been drinking vodka prior to the attack, a lot of it. They said that when deputies arrived, because she did call the cops because he was getting physical and aggressive, they attempted to take him into custody. He tensed up his arms and tried to pull away. And they're like, all right, not happening, dude. Now you're definitely get arrested. They said the mother told deputies she didn't want to fill out any paperwork. And he has been arrested multiple times, starting way back, 5 years ago, 2020. And they're all disturbances at his mother's home. You would think that there would be a point where, I don't know, they would separate them, be like, hey, because she even said at one point she was living in constant fear of her son. And he was later placed on probation. That was from the first one in 2020. So as a result of Thursday's arrest, he was booked into Sumter County Detention Center, charged with felony battery and resisting arrest. I don't know. Dude, you need to find a new home. You need to move out of your mom's house.
Yeah, for real.
That's not good.
Yeah, 100%. And then finally here in your What the Florida, we have an 18-year-old kid, Port St. Lucie, who took cops on a wild chase, a high-speed chase. This dude was, and he's actually a West Palm Beach kid, teen, led troopers on a 120-mile-per-hour chase. That landed his SUV in a canal, and then the 18-year-old behind bars. FHP said at 2 a.m., they observed an SUV driven by Lorenzo Oliva going 115 miles per hour. And this was in a 70 zone on I-95, and this was in St. Lucie County. So according to FHP, trooper attempted to overtake the vehicle with lights and sirens that were activated. However, Oliva continued to speed, eventually reading top speeds of 120 miles per hour. The vehicle then exited on Indria Road, where troopers say he drove right through a red light. The trooper attempted to stop the vehicle with a precision immobilization technique, so known as pit maneuver, but was blocked. So they said that's when Olivia continued to flee, turning off all of his headlights and interior lights and continuing on to a stone road after the paved road ended. This is according to troopers. So troopers say the SUV's brake lights illuminated, revealing the vehicle had veered off into a water canal. He ended up in the water. According to the arrest reports, yeah, the guy turned off all of his lights, including his headlights. So you're not going to be able to see where you're going, dope. According to the arrest reports, he ignored deputies' commands to put his hands up and paid no attention that he was even there. They're saying the cops. He eventually crawled from the driver's seat, exited out the rear door, asking the trooper, this is this little S. He goes, doesn't your car go faster than 120 miles per hour? As is Dip S, his car is in a canal. And he's still talking crap to the cop.
I would be like,
doesn't your car go faster than, oh my God.
I'd be like, I don't think you should say anything.
The troopers, of course, read him his rights, began questioning him. They said he was not complying. I'm not shocked by that. He did provide his birthday, but not his birth year. He provided his first name, but not his last name. But not.
Look it up.
Yeah. He also said, I don't remember my address. Adding to the riddle, so that's it. Like he was just like he was just teasing them. They said, adding to the riddle, his vehicle had a different car's license plate on top of the real license plate, which was legal and registered to him.
He's James Bond.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They said, well, given the whole slurred speech, smell of alcohol, bloodshot eyes, they determined he was under the influence. They transported him to St. Lucie County Jail, where he was booked for DUI, unassigned use of a license plate, reckless driving, obstructing, and a felony count of fleeing with disregard for safety. And that is, you're with the Florida.
Great job, Franny. We do it twice a show. All Florida stories all the time, and they're always unique and different. Plexico Burress had some financial problems, and he sold a Super Bowl ring when the Giants beat the Patriots. And it's supposed to go to auction. They think it will go up to $100,000. Yesterday on the pregame, the coach of the Rams was on there from his Super Bowl victory a couple years ago over the Bengals. Oh, my God, that thing was so big. It was bigger than this candle I have in front of me. I mean, it's just huge. He was like, I figured I'd wear it today. These rings are getting bigger and bigger every single year from where they were, 30 years ago. But, my God, this ring was like the biggest ring. It was like having a laptop on your finger. It was just so big. But Plexico had some financial problems. Hate to see that. But he did sell his ring when the Giants beat the Patriots, when the Patriots were undefeated. And he caught the winning touchdown at the end of the game. Tom Brady did say yesterday it was one of the hardest losses he's ever had in his career over his 22-year career when they were 18-0 and lost to the Giants. I know you had something, you were talking about something that's being out there.
Yeah, lots of reports of Luka Doncic playing tonight.
That's what they're saying. They're saying Luka there was reports that he was supposed to play on Friday. If you don't know who Luka is, look it up. No, he plays for the Lakers, and he was with the Dallas Mavericks, and it was a huge trade last week in the NBA. And really, it was the first time ever the NBA got any juice over the NBA. I mean, in years. It was Super Bowl week, which was crazy. It was the off week, but everybody was talking about a comment, and people are still doing that. So that'll be an interesting game tonight if he does play. They were talking about him playing on Saturday. I think they played the Pacers, I think. But, yeah, we'll see if he plays tonight.
Tonight they play the Jazz, and it's a 26.5 point over already.
For him?
Yeah, for him.
It's pretty high. It's pretty high. I wouldn't take under or over. I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't. I do have a tradition when I lose the Super Bowl, I don't jump in the next day.
What about Anthony Davis? You see that situation?
Yeah, you text me, and I got a bunch of texts. He hurt his stomach, and he's going to be out for a while.
Yeah, it looks maybe lower than stomach. Looks like his groin area he hurt. Which
he was playing great, though, that night.
Yeah, he had like 24 points before the halftime. Then right then it happened, and he was out.
Yeah, he had some rebounds and assists. He was doing really good. But, yeah, they said he's going to be out a couple weeks. The All-Star break, I believe, is coming up, so I think he'll get a little bit of a couple days off right there. But, yeah, Luka playing tonight in L.A. Is L.A. home or in Utah?
It is in L.A.
Oh, that'll be a mom scene tonight.
Oh, yeah.
It really will if he plays. And if he does well, the Jazz are not a good team either. They're just not good. The Lakers got to be huge favorites over that game. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, he's supposed to, according to this, it's 26.5 over for Luka and 25.5 for LeBron.
Well, yeah, I can see that. I really, because LeBron has some nights where, he'll score 20, 19, 22, and then he's got nights he'll drop him 40. LeBron, a lot of times, he says he lets the game come to him. So if they need him, he'll jump in. 877-927-6969. You can give us a call if you want, or text us at Real Radio 471. Anything with the game, if you want to bring up the commercials, the halftime report, the game itself, whatever you have. Dom, I know you have somebody on hold.
Yep, we have Mike on the phone.
Mike, good afternoon. Welcome to the Penthouse. Thank you for your call.
Yeah, how you doing, Penthouse?
We're doing good, sir.
I'm a over-the-road truck driver, too, like the other guy that called, and I watched the game. A truck stop that had a restaurant with a bar in it about 20 miles from Kansas City.
Okay.
And you talk about such a swing from the start of the game to halftime with the people in the bar. Oh, my God.
Oh, of course.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, anybody who's rooting for the Chiefs is going to be that way. You start off, you're excited. You got a lot of energy. Again, they were going to try to make history, something that wasn't done in 59 years. And, the air came out of the balloon. The only good thing about that game, if you had the Chiefs or a Chiefs fan, it was over pretty quick. Like, by the second quarter, you were getting crushed. You were like, all right, I don't think we're going to come back.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of how everybody felt. But, Greek, you've said it many times, and it's absolutely true. Any given Sunday,
Yeah.
They could play the game again next Sunday and have a completely different outcome.
There's no doubt about it. The Eagles played great yesterday. Their defense played great. And the Chiefs had no answer. But I've said it before. I said it last night without everybody, and I called into a couple shows this morning. I was surprised the Chiefs didn't make any adjustments quick in the first or second quarter with Mahomes, where I thought they should have, made him roll out and try to pass because they couldn't protect him in the pocket.
Yeah, the only real bright spot for the Chiefs, though, they did manage to keep Barkley to really minimal yards. I mean, they had him shut down most of the game.
Yeah, they did. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think that was their game plan going in. Worthy had a great game. He scored 2 touchdowns, I think 160 yards. He played very good. He's a stud. He's going to be great, but it just wasn't their day. And I really thought from the very beginning. Now, traditionally, the Patriots used to always start out slow in the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs looked flat to me when they came out. They just did.
Yeah, they did. It's almost like they didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
And once they got behind, they couldn't turn it around. I got a question for Franny though, because knowing her affinity for sloths, did you like the commercial with the sloths?
I did. I thought it was good. The Coors Light how they were giving away a case of the Mondays. That, like I said, I wasn't super thrilled with most of the spots. That one to me was one of the better ones.
With the high-speed chase with the sloths.
The very slow speed chase. Yeah, I thought that one was good.
Yeah, I did too. I thought you're right. The commercials, they were so-so, but there were a couple that I thought that one was pretty good. So anyhow, halftime show wasn't my cup of tea, but I do understand there's all
kinds.
Plethora of genres that watch the game. I just like to see some variety.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge country fan, but maybe they could throw one of today's country acts in there, or just change it up a little. I guess that's all. But
and there have been times too, Mike, where they and I appreciate it, where they would have at one halftime show a bunch of genres, like a bunch of different acts, and even that would be better.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess
it's expectations. It's the same thing with it's with the game, it's with the commercials, it's with the halftime show. Everybody's expectations are so high that when it comes out, you're like, that's it. But I think a little bit is expectations. Now, a halftime show is different because, again, you might not be a fan of the artist, no matter who it is. But the same thing with the commercials. You expect, because we hear so much hype for years. They're commercials. And then when they come out, you're like, really? That's a commercial they spent $8 million on? But, I feel bad for the companies who had that in the second half because people were walking away in the second half.
As a guy in his late 40s, it really didn't appeal to me that much. However, I have kids that are in high school that, of course, that's the only reason they watched it, So I can understand. But anyhow, well, I appreciate you taking the call.
Well, thank you. Appreciate you listening. And safe driving out there. 877-9.
Thanks.
No problem. 877-927-6969. If you have anything with the game, like I said, any part of the game, whether it's the game itself, halftime, the commercials, whatever you want to talk about with the game, you can give us a call. You can text us at Real Radio 47142.
So I do want to appreciate, because I still was like, man, and I had to look him up because I didn't know. And I put out there because we were talking about the commercials and the latest Duncan.
Yeah.
We were able to pinpoint everybody who's in there. So you had we know Ben Affleck and his brother was there, and Belichick and his girlfriend. I think her name was Jordan. There were some familiar faces, but the one who came out of the coffee, and yes, he was covered in coffee rice and coffee. No, so somebody texted, and his name is Jeremy Strong. So thank you for texting at 47142. Now, familiar face, not really familiar with his work, but I guess he's been on a ton of stuff. The Apprentice, they say Succession, The Big Short.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the dude's been on a lot of stuff. So he is an actor, and it's just one of those randos. So thank you for letting me know, because I had no idea. I thought maybe it would be a familiar face because there was a lot of big names in that. It was a pretty star-studded Duncan commercial.
Is he a Boston guy? Because it sounds like most of those people are Boston.
Yeah. Born in Boston, 1978, Boston, Massachusetts.
I think he did like 3 or 4 commercials, but that was the one that aired. There's another one, I think, with Donnie Wahlberg. I saw at Dunkin' Donuts this morning, and there's another one with Ben. I mean, there's a couple that he did, I think, Ben. But if I was Duncan, I would probably retire to sweatsuits now. You probably see them at the parade on
Well, they
Friday.
were selling them, too, before.
I know, last year.
No, this time, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
Duncan's website, and I think they sold out again.
It's something maybe for Halloween. Would you wear that sweatsuit?
Why not? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Give us a call or text us at Real Radio 47142.
I mean, I was you for Halloween, so can't get much worse.
You did a great job, by the way. You did a great job. Can't get much worse. I got feelings. Like, God. What do you think? It was a compliment. I appreciate it. I got to be honest with you. I was in therapy a couple weeks for it, but I'm okay. I'm over it now. You can call us or text us. Every day we try to have a giveaway for you guys. Today we had a $50 gift card to BurgerFi, which was Dominic's personal one. He wanted to give it out. Can't believe it, buddy.
Not having lunch today or tomorrow now.
That's all right. You're so giving. You know, I mean, no
star for you.
You are definitely a star. And again, if you know somebody called out sick, when you see him tomorrow, what do you say? Were you sick? Or did you say, you candy ass, I knew you were calling out. But a lot of people called out today. Approximately, Franny said, between 22 and 23 million. And they also said the amount of money we're losing today with companies where people being out of work sick is crazy. The amount of money people losing. So, I mean, that's a ton. Everybody here that we work with seems to be here today. I don't really know anybody that's out today. Is there somebody out? You're pointing.
I was just looking around, thinking around.
No, everybody's here. Yeah, everybody's here. So, I mean, again, today, if you're out after the Super Bowl and they know, the only thing we said last week, it's better if you have it scheduled. Then you call in the morning and be like, hey, I'm going to have it. Because then they're going to think either you're hungover or you lost too much money betting. And you don't want them to think about that either way when you're, a worker. You know what I mean? That's not a great image for you to have. What do you think is worse, hungover or lost too much money betting?
I would say the betting part.
Franny, what do you think?
I'm taking hangovers.
I think hangovers too, because betting's legal. I mean, you know what? $10 could be too much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of money. I mean, it could be $10, but betting's legal. So, I mean, so is drinking, but it just says a little bit like, man, you were that smacked you couldn't even get up in the morning. So, I don't know. Either way, you're taking a day off. 2 years from now, you guys are going to be happy because it's going to be, the Super Bowl is going to be, I think, February 16th.
President's Day.
Excuse me?
President's Day.
Yeah, that Monday will be President's Day, but not next year.
Yeah, because they've already lined out the next 2 dates of the Super Bowl, so we know
when
they're going to be. And so that's what they said. They're like, yeah, plenty of time to put in those days for next year or the year after.
Put them in now.
Because we already know.
You go to your boss now. Can I have the Super Bowl off next Monday next year? And you'd be like, what are you? You're assuming a lot. You might not even be here. But yeah, if you have any opinion about the big game, let us know. And if you lost yesterday, today's a new day. And if you won, enjoy, celebrate. If you want some money, pay a bill, spend it with somebody that you care about, or give it to me. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. We'll be back in a few minutes with a trifecta, and we're going to wrap up. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Did you know in certain countries, for one in the Netherlands, if you are disabled, they give you a budget to hire prostitutes to have sex with you if you're a disabled person.
Do you have to be a citizen?
You're asking for a friend?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Not seeing any major incidents along our Palm Beach expressways. Drive times on the Turnpike up to speed. Boca Raton Roadwork has a right lane blocked. I-95 southbound after Congress Avenue. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places to take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From their first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6-time distilled. Till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at Tito'sVodka.com. Distilled and bottled, 5th generation, Inc., Austin, Texas, 40% alcohol by volume. Distilled from corn. Copyright 2025. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Hey, it's Franny. Looking to sell your car? GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer for a reason. They'll buy your car, truck, SUV, even that classic or collectibles sitting in the garage. For everything else, just head to GiveMeTheVin.com, upload your VIN, snap a few pics, and get an instant cash offer in just 60 seconds. They'll even come to you for free pickup. Selling your car has never been simpler or faster with GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Why is your garage door the last thing in your house to get an upgrade? You replaced that flowery 1980s sofa with that sleek, sexy model from Sweden. Your new TV's connected to the internet. Your doorbell lets you talk to people. Your watch knows your heart rate. Your car knows how to drive to the cottage. But your garage door looks like an original prop from a Brady Bunch episode. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Your garage door is the single biggest feature on the front of your house. A modern, stylish design can instantly revitalize the look and feel of your home. And an ultra-quiet, belt-drive DC motor and smart home connectivity can revolutionize your garage door experience. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, and we'll give your faithful garage the upgrade it deserves.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, bike shop.
Yeah. It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay. gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad Pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
What if your limited inventory had unlimited potential? What if your biggest risk was not taking one? What if you could make every move matter? Bank of America's business solutions can help bring your biggest what-ifs within reach. Find out how our digital tools, cutting-edge insights, and trusted expertise can work for your business. What would you like the power to do? Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm, I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business calm at ooma.com/radio.
True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn that's more affordable than you think. Don't wait. Visit TrueGreen.com today and let the pros handle the work while you enjoy the results. That's TrueGreen.com. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. We're expecting beautiful conditions to continue. High temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. Then we'll start to have a nice cool down overnight. Not as much fog expected for tomorrow morning, but still expect some areas of patchy fog and also the possibility for a passing shower once we get past that 3 p.m. hour.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Get matched to your perfect bed now and sleep at night. Plus, if you see a lower price, they'll match it. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm to upgrade today. Restrictions apply.
I'm Arturo Castro, and I've been lucky enough to do stuff like Broad City, Narcos, Roadhouse, but now I'm coming out with my own podcast. Get ready for Greatest Escapes, a new comedy podcast about the wildest true escape stories in history. Each week, I'll be sitting down with some of the most hilarious actors and writers and comedians, people like Ed Helms, Diane Guerrero, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I love storytelling, and I love you.
Listen to Greatest Escapes on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Greatest Escapes to start listening.
MMJHealth.com. Get approved for your card today. Medical marijuana made easy.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yeah, stay out of shape. Get back at it with The Penthouse on a Monday. The Monday after the Super Bowl. Maybe you're not at work today. Maybe you're just home. Maybe you called in sick because you just had too much to drink, or you partied too much, or maybe you had the Chiefs. You're like, I don't feel like dealing with anybody because, you know, your temper's a little short when you're in one of those three areas. Like if you're hungry, people can get a little cranky, right? You get cranky.
Yeah, they call it hangry is what they call that.
Yeah, you can get cranky. Like, say you just sit on 95 for an hour and you come in, your boss says something to you. It doesn't mean to be out of line. Just says something. You're like, man, I just sat on 95. You're breaking my horns. Or maybe you had the Chiefs. That could get you cranky. Or maybe you just had too much to drink. I don't think I've ever had a hangover in my life. Can't think of it. I've had football hangovers.
We could change that.
Drink.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I know. That's all right.
I understand why you never had one.
I've had betting hangovers, but never like... and betting ones usually last like 4 or 6 hours. There's been a couple.
That's like mental.
Yeah. Not like where I can physically.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting up in the middle of the night throwing up. You know what I mean? But I've woken up in the middle of nights over losses where I've been like, oh my
heart. Oh,
Jesus. What are we going to do now? Now we got to pay people for sex. Or they got to pay me. Dominic's in the house.
Hi.
That's what we get? Hi?
I mean, after that remark, you just had, I don't know what
Whatever. Francis is here.
What's up?
Don't forget, Greek Fest this Saturday.
What is a festival all about you?
That's what I'm saying. It's about time.
I can't wait to go.
You're having your own festival?
Yes.
Wow.
12 to 2. We'll be
Big
there
time.
live, the locker room.
Where's it at?
St. Catherine's Cathedral. No, St. Catherine's Church in Lake Worth. The exact address I don't know off the top of my head, but I will know. But it's going to be this Saturday all day. It's great, a lot of fun. Bring the family. Greek food, Greek music.
You do this a lot, don't you? Almost every year.
Yep. And they bring me back. It's
It
like
is
when
St. Catherine's Greek Festival.
It's amazing. It's just like when I go on a date with somebody and they want to go out again. I'm like, really? Oh my God, I'm shocked. Look at him shaking his head.
That's all weekend, right? 14th,
Yeah.
15th, 16th. A lot of festivals this weekend.
Yeah?
There's a lot going on.
Cool. But we'll be there Saturday. We do it every year. We're very excited. They always bring us back. We always have a good time. The food is tremendous, and they always. That was the year last. Was that last year when you were sleeping on the hammock?
I was hungover last year.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember. Like I walked in, I saw Dominic. He looked like he got hit by a train. I really did. I looked. I go, what time did you get home? And I think you said 6.
Something like that.
Oh,
One of those
gosh.
concert nights. Yeah.
Oh my God! I looked at my. I go, dude, are you okay? And
No.
I set up everything. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm going to go sit down, get some water.
Didn't you sleep on a hammock?
No, I went in the car.
Okay.
I was going to say they had hammocks there?
No.
I told you had a hammock. I think we got some audio of it. I think Jimmy had audio
Oh,
of
you
it.
said it. Yeah, you said he was on a hammock.
Yeah, I thought you were
Smoking a joint on the hammock. I think that's what you were
Yes,
saying.
Yeah. You were so out of it. I felt bad for you. I remember the guy who runs it. He goes, "What's wrong with your friend?
You need some food?"
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just kept offering me food and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, "You need some food." I said, "No, dude. What's wrong with him? You can't fix." I said, "It's years and years and years." He's just so bad. But I've seen a lot of people at work get be banged up and everything. But I remember walking in and seeing you. It was amazing. You set us up and we did a good job. It was great, and I was glad.
Tent was up and everything.
You did a great job, and I'm glad you got paid what you did and for doing absolutely nothing after that. I said, just go in the car and go hang out, and you did, which was great. Try to stay awake this year. But yeah, you were a little bit bad. But you know what? You're a trooper. You showed up. So let's look at the silver lining in that.
I don't even think I slept that night.
Oh, no. Yeah, you were. I think you said you came home 6:30 or 7. I don't know if that was the year. Was that? No, 2 years ago was the year with Joe, my co-host, with his babysitter. When he was like, my babysitter's here. And I don't know, I had a totally different image. And she was like smoking hot. I'm like, that's your babysitter? He's like, yeah. I'm like, wow. And he met her at a light. It was like so crazy. He lived in Cleveland, and this is the woman who used to babysit him. Now, maybe he was 8 or 10, and maybe she was 18, so it wasn't like a big difference. But she was smoking. I was like, woo. And
Come babysit me, right, G-Man? That's what you're saying?
I didn't say anything. I was very appropriate, but she was very attractive. I was just in shock.
Were you Goo Goo Gaga?
No, she was a nice, I mean, if you say I had this argument the other day with somebody, not a conversation. If you say somebody's attractive, doesn't mean you want to be with them. It just seems they're attractive. You're giving them a compliment. I mean, there was a conversation the other night with somebody, and this girl said, "Oh, you really have the hots for my girlfriend." I'm like, I didn't say that. I said she was attractive. I didn't say I want to pay her rent. I said she was hot.
Maybe.
There's two different things. Thank you, Dominic. Over to Franny. Hello.
Hey, what's up? I thought I already said hi.
Yeah, I thought.
Did you?
We did this.
Okay, sorry.
But hi again. Okay, we did.
We'll do it again.
Okay.
Let's do a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, not as many eyes will be on this game as the Super Bowl. We'll wait to get the numbers for the Super Bowl. But who may play tonight, Dominic?
Luka Doncic.
That's right. He may play. His over-under is 26.5. Sounds like a lot, but, man, people will be banging it. No doubt about it. So the Lakers are playing the Jazz tonight in their home. We'll see what happens and if he does play. If you just woke up, maybe you were banged up or just not feeling good, the Eagles are Super Bowl champs. You missed the whole game yesterday, and they ended up winning 40-22 and went over. Thank God it went over. That would have been a big dent in the Greek organization. I probably got 300 bad texts instead of 200. And it's funny. Some of the bad texts were like so long. I just deleted everything this morning, and I was like, man, you put so much passion into it. Just say Greek, you suck. It's one game. You're not, and one guy listed every single thing that went bad.
Man, there's a point where you just start reading the beginning and you know what it's going to be about, and you're like, nah, I'm not going to read it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a point where, if I was you, I'd just delete.
Now, how many texts do you think he got that he doesn't know who texted him?
Oh.
Was there a lot that you didn't know?
Yeah. I would say.
Half?
No, half is a lot because there's 220.
That's insane.
I would say.
That is insane.
I would say 70. I had a couple guys' girlfriends text me who said, texting you because we know you can only text twice, but so-and-so says you suck.
Oh, man.
So they even knew the rules, too, that you can only get 2 texts?
Yeah, a couple of guys knew the rules. Because there was money on it.
Well, that's inflating then, isn't it, a little bit?
Well, because we said it from the very beginning. I could text you 50 times.
I know, but they're getting their girlfriend that doesn't maybe know you to text them.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little inflating then.
Yeah, it was a little bit. It was 1 or 2. It wasn't a lot. It went over by a lot, so it didn't matter. But because I think the game went bad, I think there was more text, and they started earlier. Like, say it was close at halftime. You know, like when you text me, like, doesn't look good, but I was getting ones like, what's going on? What's wrong with Mahomes? What the hell do I know?
It's all your fault.
It's like Franny. Remember you said you got a couple of people when the Georgia game, remember?
Yeah.
They lost. You're like
I had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
The outcome.
You better talk to your boy at halftime.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm going to call him right now. It's time for a trifecta.
We did this already, the noise, like the 3rd time.
So just do it again, Dominic. If I ask for it, you do it. Jeez, oh, my God. Oh, God. Laker game tonight. Who might play?
Luka. I feel like deja vu right now.
Yeah, we did do this again, but we're doing it again, all right? Take it from the top. Chop, chop. All right?
Okay, thank God. I thought I was losing it. I was like, I know I'm tired. I've been here for a while, but what's happening? Okay, good.
You only got a couple more minutes.
Lucky her.
Lucky her. Dominic's going to stay around for the Greek zone today, and he's not happy as he drinks his 17th Diet Coke today. I told you I don't want you to keep drinking that. It's not good for your system. 1 a day. It's really not healthy for you. You know, you have a long future ahead of you, and you've got to stay healthy. And it's just not me. Studies have shown drinking soda all day is just not the best thing for your health. But you do what you want. You smoke pot. You drink. Do whatever you want. Over under on you might be 39 the way you're going. Oh, God. Florida Gators, big game on Saturday. They beat Auburn. But not only did they beat Auburn, they beat them on their home court. And they were laying 9.5. They were getting 9.5. Big day for the Gators. I expect them to do well in the tournament, March Madness. We gave away tickets to the Panthers on Saturday to a few people, and they saw a good game as the Panthers won 5-1 over the Senators. Hats off to the Panthers. Let's see if they can get, I don't know if they can repeat. It's going to be very tough, but let's just hope they have a good playoff run. Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Pilar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Plaza. Peace.
You sure you don't want the sounder again?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
You want to get to it? Okay, get to it.
Are we doing this again? Got a couple texts.
Who's playing tonight?
Luka!
47142 started off with Real Radio. Somebody asked, has Dave Matthews Band ever did the Super Bowl halftime show? I don't believe they have.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, but you can check it.
I don't believe they have. They said, what was the name of that beer? I think Coors Light was selling Monday. It was Coors Light, and they were calling it Get a Case of the Mondays. So the case of the beer.
Okay.
They had a clever name. They called it a Case of the Mondays. And then we have, can Dom see if he can find the drop of Greek getting the kids out of the broadcast during the Greek Festival?
Oh, yeah.
So
He was yelling at me for that, too.
So we got that. Then we have Brett from Melbourne listening on the iHeartRadio app. Hello, Frady, Greek, and Dom. He wants, after the text, G-Man, we got a couple of things for you. He says, can we get a Jules update? Hello to Pops as well. Keep getting healthy. Look forward to his calls. How did Dom's butt? Oh, yeah, we got to ask that. How did Dom's butt bet do? And, of course, Taylor Swift wasn't on TV because the game was on Fox. He claims it's because it's a Trump channel that doesn't care for anyone. They said with Biden backing is what they're saying here. And Philadelphia's defense won the game. The front four was all over. Casey says, did I hear that Greek made a bet with Granny over the game? I don't think he said. Some kind of date or dinner or something?
No,
money's on the dresser.
No, I did not. My mom is hanging in there. She is fighting the fight. And thank you for asking. It does mean a tremendous amount when people ask me in person, come up to me and say, how's Jules? She's been in the hospital about 3 months. And talked to her last night after the game. And she had her, she was herself. She's like, gee, you're not going to win them all. You know that.
She had the Eagles, didn't she?
She doesn't bet.
I know.
Nobody in my family bets. My dad, I've said this many times, had a very tough life. He waited in line in depression for food. I mean, my dad, if he bet $2 at a track, it'd be right. Like, they don't even know where I'm from. I mean, that's really I'm so out of the other three. But no, he would never bet. My mom, once in a while, she would play a pool like $5 at our building. And then she would be like, I got the worst numbers. And I'd be like, the game's not even started yet. How the hell do you know? You got that drop?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. It was last year at the Greek Fest. Dominic was a little hungover, and these kids kept bothering me when I was doing the show. And I was just like, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, Dom, will you do your job? And I looked in the corner, and Dominic was sleeping.
Well, it's like, what do you want me to do? I'm not going to, like, push the kids away, or I can't control these kids that are running around.
You should have just said, guys, here's $10. Go bother another table.
You should have gave me the money.
Like everything you do, throw money at it and just get rid of it. I know Jimmy had it. It was a great show. He had a great time. But Dominic was a little bit hungover, but still prevailed and did a good job and had everything set up and did everything, had the tent ready and everything to go. But I knew as soon as he walked in, I'm like, oh, you're not making it.
This weekend might be tough too. It's a day after Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, you got a big day on Friday?
No, I don't at all.
You going on? You got a date? You going out, Tony?
You got a big date?
I might be just drinking by myself.
You'd be better off. Anything happen with any news with that girl across the street yet?
Nothing yet.
That's not on me. That's over there.
Yeah. That's us working behind the scenes.
All right. Remember what I said. I'm putting up dinner for you, not her, at New York Prime. Okay.
Thanks, G.
No. I'll buy you both dinner. I really will, because I want to see you get off to a good start. And your personality plus dinner at New York Prime, I mean, that's a slam dunk. I mean, are you kidding me? She's probably going to be like, let's not even get dessert. You're my dessert.
Ooh. Whoa, G-Man.
And if you want, throw me $20. Maybe I'll stop by the table. And I'll come over. I'll be like, hey, what's going on?
Look, this big celeb stopping by the table right now.
I'll be like, hey, how you doing, buddy? I'll say, I'll make you look it up. But can you take a picture of me? You can't find the drop?
No.
I know it's in there someplace. I don't know what he has.
I've heard it too before,
Yeah, I don't know what it's labeled. But I don't know. Maybe it's under Greek kicking away kids.
I looked Greek kids, Greek festival,
Greek yelling at
Greek
kids.
yelling.
Nothing, huh?
How about Greek Fest? Anything other than that?
No, it's not a Greek Fest. I tried that.
I don't know what it could be under.
It's got to be somewhere in there.
No, it's definitely in there.
But it is a fun bit.
I was like, what the hell's going on here? Where the hell's Dominic? I'm like, Jesus.
Sleeping.
That's what we love about this.
He's in the car.
He's in the car. Because I remember him saying to me, he's like, I'm gonna go to my car for a couple minutes. And I think we were on at 10 or 11. And then you came back like 5 to 2. And I was like, where the hell'd you go? And you were like, I'm out. I don't know. I thought you were sleeping behind me. I don't know what the hell it was.
No, the kids were running around all around you.
Oh, yeah, they were going crazy, these kids. I'm like, my God, it's a great ad for condoms. What the hell?
A lot of kids got. I mean, they're family-friendly festivals, and they're probably they're intrigued with it's a radio show going on live. I'm sure they thought it was cool.
And that festival gets busy at night.
Oh, it's bam.
It's popping.
Yeah, the one kid was the wisest.
Were you guys at night at that? Not
daytime.
No.
Oh, okay,
but daytime is packed too.
It goes like what, all day night, right?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
There's one little kid, I don't know how old, he's like 12 or 13. He goes, what's your name? Like that. I go, Greek. He goes, funny. What's your real name?
Oh my God, that's great. Funny. What's your real name?
It's the whole Greek thing.
What did you tell him? Did you say it was Greek? Duh.
I said, it's Greek, buddy. Keep walking. My God. Come on. I'm a role model. Let's get out of here. I don't remember, but it was funny. But he did say that to me, which I thought was just hilarious that he said it to me. And I was just like, no. And I said, where's your parents? I remember I said that in the drop. I said to the kid, I go, where's your parents? He goes, they're over there. I said, well, go with them. I remember saying to that. I'm like, where's your parents? What the hell's going on here? You're on your own? Come on. Tom Brady did get good grades on his reviews yesterday. Some people obviously are not going to like him, but he didn't get slammed as much as I thought. He had a lot of good points about Super Bowls in the past, and when you lose, it's harder on you than when you win. He said he still remembers his 3 losses more than the 7 wins, which he had. He also said what Dom mentioned earlier in the show was that the Tampa Bay game, he couldn't sleep. I'm sure so many guys can't sleep. And you say to yourself, like, we've all had those nights, like, whatever's going on in your life, or maybe you got to catch a plane. A plane's not bad because if you don't sleep, you sleep on a plane. But if you got like something big you got to do, or an interview, or a job, or a presentation, and you're so nervous, you know, and you keep saying to yourself, like, I gotta fall asleep,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know if it's easier when you're with somebody or when you're separate. Let's say you're by yourself, because when you're with somebody, they're always like, just go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, oh, tell me a Greek story, and
rub my head.
Yeah, you can knock one out, something like that. But when you feel that pressure, and that's what Brady was saying. He was
I don't know why, but it made me chuckle. Like, when do they decide when they're going to wear their suit jackets and not? Like, every now and then they would have their suit jackets on. Then they were both just wearing their white shirts and ties. Then they would have their suit jackets on. I was like, do they talk to each other? Like, all right, this is the moment where we take them off.
I think that actually happens by the temperature in the booth.
Is it okay?
I think that's what I always thought. Like, it just gets so hot.
I just thought it was, I don't know. I was just amused by it.
But they
like,
both do
they
it.
have, but they're either off or on, off or on.
Yeah, they always do it. And I've noticed that too over the years. Like, it's never one's got a blazer on and one doesn't. It's always they both like, and I said that, like, what do they talk to each other?
Yeah, all right, it's time to take them off.
Let's go.
Put them back on.
Who do we got, Tom?
We have Jimmy on the phone.
Jimmy, what's happening?
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm doing great.
Good.
Just want to know if you guys heard Tom Brady take a jab at Kevin Hart last night.
No, I did not.
I did, and he poked fun and he even commented about the roast, how he gave him so much crap.
Exactly. Yeah. I was just wondering if you guys heard that. Yeah, that was awesome.
It was good.
I think they're friends though.
Oh yeah.
Because he was at the roast and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a short joke, of course, but yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, it was a friendly jab going back to the roast they did on Tom Brady.
Yep, I did catch that.
Yep. All right, that's all I want to chime in on.
All right, thank you very much. Again, I don't think Brady did a bad job yesterday for his first Super Bowl. I didn't hear a lot of negativity about it at all. And I thought he brought some good insight about previous games. Because if anybody knows about Super Bowl, the guy's played in 10. I mean, he knows more. And I think they probably told him that too. Like, hey, bring the inside of the games and stuff like that. I saw a couple interviews I talked about in the Greek Zone where he really talked about the week up to it. And, what does he prefer? 2 weeks. There was one time they only had 1 week before it. And he said that was a little bit easier, but they turned around. They were ready for the Super Bowl. And, the things they got to go through, getting tickets for people, their family. You don't want to leave anybody out, stuff like that. And I'm sure that's a pain in the ass where you got to get tickets for everybody. And they want free tickets.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not like you're
hotel ticket, everything.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, you're Tom Brady. I'm sure you can't be like, well, I got you, but you got to get a room at, the Days Inn and go to a Waffle House, have breakfast on me. So you got to.
I didn't even know you put those in your vocabulary. You knew what a Days Inn and a Waffle House is?
Isn't Days Inn a hotel? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. I just didn't know that was, something you knew.
And Waffle House is like a little place you get breakfast.
It is, yeah. A little place. Nowadays, they're charging 50 cents extra an egg.
That's right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right. My God. And there's 32 rooms in the White House, in case you want to know.
Well, thank you for telling us that.
Okay. You could check that, by the way. Google it. Somebody was very impressed the other night. I knew it. I don't know where I got it from, but I did know it. Good show today. We bounce back, baby. That's what we do. Winners get up when they get knocked down. We lost yesterday, but it's fine. And if you're an Eagle fan, enjoy your win. Have a good time.
Are you ready for the outro song?
What is it?
Did you get this from the Billboard? No? I know there's their chant, but remember you played it last week, that Billboard, and it was trolling KC fans because you thought you were calling it if you were a KC fan, and they played this song instead.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes.
That's great, Tom. Way to be, buddy. Thanks so much.
Fine. I'll give you your song.
Ooh, yeah.
He's already in a better mood.
That's awesome. Great job by Dominic today. A little skeptical. I thought he'd be a little hungover, but he came in. He did a great job. Thank you for your help.
No problem, Jimmy.
I know you got one more hour. It'll go quick.
Oh, thank God.
Franny, I know you did a lot today before I even got here. Thanks for coming in today. Congratulations on your Philly bet, and I'm glad you won.
I lost.
Oh, you lost?
I lost my bets.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I lost because I put them
Parlay.
in. Yeah, I put them in parlays, and so either one or the other didn't hit. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? We'll bring in the champagne on Friday when I get you and Dominic flowers. Is that fair? Is that good?
Ooh.
Or you don't want champagne?
I have to go straight to here to working a festival for the next 3 days. So.
Oh, really? Where you working a festival?
Yeah, it's been a tradition.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
It's
you
too
don't
far
even,
for G.
I gotta drive all the way to Port St. Lucie, so
Oh,
I'm
my
no
God.
drinking. But thank you for the thought.
not even a glass for like good luck.
Well, yeah.
No, okay. No shame.
I gotta drive. I gotta work.
Sorry, Dom.
It's not my wheelhouse. No, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Dom.
It's me responsible.
Sorry, you're out again. I'll bring you to the Greek Fest.
There you go. You guys, that's the best time to drink is at a festival.
Yeah, but great job anyway. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks, G man. Sorry you lost your bet, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. You made it here. You're live. That's all that matters.
It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Come on, the goal is to lose everything before our number gets pulled. You guys have a great afternoon. If you're not listening to the Greek Zone, and if you're not, why not? We're going to have Defo call in. We'll talk more about the game, the winners and the losers. We'll look at some prop bets. And I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Thanks for always listening to Real Radio 921. And don't forget, Rover is going to give you a new keyword. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Station that all the other radio stations listen to. You're welcome. Real Radio 92.1. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Not seeing any major incidents along our Palm Beach expressways. Drive times on the Turnpike up to speed. Boca Raton roadwork has a right lane blocked. I-95 southbound after Congress Avenue. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn that's more affordable than you think. Don't wait. Visit TrueGreen.com today and let the pros handle the work while you enjoy the results.